So that is live now on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah, look.
Live.
So
Is anybody watching?
So it's starting, and then it's live.
Ooh, in the room.
Look.
So starting, and then it's live. Woo.
Right. So basically, I need
If you put the screen under there, it doesn't look as bad when we start both looking over there. If you just move the monitor over there.
Oh no, I'm not going to be looking at that. So once it's started, I'll just let it go. It'll be fine. Because I was like... Now, welcome to the news. In recent news today, Brendan Strong was 50 points. I did a video for... Did you ever look at that video? You didn't, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed doing that. And I'm going to plan and do some more. Like do like a, you know, the Fang and the Slave, and then as the ships come out, just do like a...
Are we
video.
carry on? Are we still live?
Yeah, I'm not starting the podcast yet.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, because yeah, I'm going to record the podcast as normal, but you know, it's just us chatting shit before we do the thing. So,
Cool.
Yeah. Hello, mate. You alright?
I'm good.
We've already got this. Look,
That's the
comments
mic.
already.
It's the mic.
Mark Pledged. Hello, Mark Pledged.
Adam Stevenson.
Adam Stevenson. Yeah, he's part of Hole's Angels.
Yeah, he's a good bloke.
Lee Russell's also backing us on Patreon, so we're well happy. Yeah,
They've got some subscribers as well, which is
Loads of
still good.
Loads of them.
Lots
Over
and
the
lots.
last sort of look, Joey Abs, you know that's Mr. Bryant. That is Joey
Is it?
Abs. Yeah, I said to him about his Joey Abs. Why you got a name Joey Abs? I've seen him in the flesh. There's definitely no abs. And he went, "Oh no, I was bit by a shark." And I went, oh, "Shit, I'm sorry, mate." Like, and he went, "Not really." So I didn't know whether to believe him or not.
Turn phone off. Our phone's on silent.
Phones are solid. I didn't even charge mine. Mine's dead. Right. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this.
Oh yeah, look. Yeah, one person on. Let's move that over there. Don't need crispy noises going on.
Right.
How they got all those tokens?
That's WeBot.
Lee Russell.
I buy a token. Buy a buy the same token.
Oh, they're fake ones.
Yeah, they're second hand. Yeah.
Right.
Second hand.
No.
Third party
Independent ones,
tokens.
yeah.
Third party tokens. Right, should wait for that to upload. See all this stuff I have to muck about with.
You know, with giving me pop, you know, I could end up burping quite severely.
Dude, I suppose it's better than farting.
Gas. I got gas.
I'm so sorry, I burped on. It's a live show. It'll be in the outtakes, don't worry.
No, we're live, man. I'm doing it live.
Oh, yeah. So do not say... What was the old thing? Do not say fuck or bugger. Right. So that's shared about a bit.
Wowzers.
Wales. Carl, by the way. Carl, hello,
Oh,
Carl.
hello, Carl.
How are you, Carl? You okay, Carl? Yes. Love you. Right then. Let's get this craculating. So, we are going to talk about some of the news that we've heard and stuff like that. I'm going to keep the points values out because I wanted to talk about some points.
What do points make?
Prizes!
Hopefully, at some point.
They were the releases this week, weren't they? Yeah. So we'll keep them close.
Releases this week. Oh, You already done the Falcon, though, haven't you?
I've done the Falcon, yes. So I'm not going to talk about that. That was a Scum Falcon I did the video on. So yeah. Right, let's get ready to rumble. Rumble. The creator of gaseous anomalies.
Well, that's Cloud City, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's just gas mining, isn't it?
It's not freaking green Cloud City, is it?
Nice one, Carl.
Yeah, so we'll get this cracking, and then a podcast to put out on iTunes, and then the video of behind the scenes of us rambling ball stuff, crap.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, it's episode 8, isn't it? If I got that wrong, I don't care.
Eight.
8.
I don't know. I don't keep count of this stuff. This is you. You're the producer.
Nah. People will realise how bad I run things. Right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 8 of Cloud City Radio. I am your host, Lebo Solo, and I'm joined by Obi and Kenobi.
Hello there.
So in this show, we'll be discussing some of the news, being quite frequent at the moment.
Yeah, there's a lot of it coming
FFG.
through.
We'll also be discussing some points values, tournaments you've been to, tournament we went to together this week. Spoiler.
Did we?
Yeah,
so it's the Road to Nationals, basically.
Yeah, Road to Nationals. Because that's what you wanted to call it. I just said, let's just talk about some shit.
I'm trying to structure it a little bit. Oh, heaven forbid.
Don't do that. That's not good. Bengar's on. Hello, Bengar. Right, so this week we had some stuff popping up, obviously about Coruscant. Everybody got to select upgrades and stuff like that. They'll vote for upgrades and all that sort of stuff. And
but the thing is,
Rebels got shafted.
I kind of feel that it's a bit gimmicky for the first big tournament of 2.0.
Well, they did it before, didn't they?
I know they did, but this is the first release.
A ship. You had to pick a ship, and this is a specific upgrade card. And all you've done is seen the details of the upgrade card.
But
no one's tested it.
I think they all had to fly the whole 3 factions before, though, didn't they? This time they haven't got to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You just pick your faction, and you have to put in that upgrade.
Yeah, and then it runs like a normal tournament, I think.
Yeah, which I mean, Leia. Well, crap. I mean, I'm not even joking. How many Imperial players went? Do you know what? Do you know what'd be funny? let's just all vote for Leia. It's like,
don't. Yeah. It's a bit of a shocker. Leia was never really used unless you were doing some kind of theme list in 1.0.
Yeah, I would have thought as well. You would have had. They would have put like a list out. Pick from these 10 upgrades. These 10 upgrades.
No, they did 4, didn't they, for each faction?
But they actually stated you can have Leia.
Yeah, but they gave reasoning behind why they'd pick those 4.
In honour of. Yeah, you just literally shit all over her memory. Well done.
But you see, I think they had the option of making Leia awesome for 2.0 instead of just making her the same.
Making her the same. Yeah.
You could have had space flying Mary Poppins Leia.
Oh, with force charges and everything, dude. You could have 3 barrel rolls because she just puts her arm out and drags you towards an asteroid.
Yeah, could have been awesome, man.
That would have been awesome, actually. FFG. Gosh.
She's not quite dead yet.
Not quite dead yet. If you want us to come and consult for you, we will obviously nominal fee.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, you subscribe to the Patreon. I'll help you out no end.
So Rebels had Leia.
Yeah.
Imps had Ruthlessness.
That's what I said.
Which is not too bad.
That's what I'm saying. All of the Imperial players voted for Leia.
Yeah. It's not bad. Ruthlessness was decent.
Yeah.
I think. What they had. I can't remember what the other ones were because they weren't that good. But Ruthlessness.
That's
good. Sweet. I mean, and then the last one, Scum, Boba Fett. Really? Boba Fett?
I know. So that means you can't take him as a pilot.
Do you think the Imperials should have had Vader to vote for as crew?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Everybody would have gone right. So you got Leia, who's one of the one of the characters in the whole of Star Wars. You got Boba, who's a pretty decent character in the whole of Star Wars. He's a support character, but then if you'd have had Vader as crew popping up for Imperials, they'd have had Vader, and they would have gone mental as well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Because everybody would have voted for Vader.
Because Bob was the one where you deploy next to an asteroid
Yeah,
and then you get to move.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah. But if you got scum on scum,
With
they
the-
both got Boba.
yeah.
So this week the internet's exploded a little bit. I think somebody's saying that Twitter exploded, but I don't know. I don't Twitch and all that.
Can't have birds exploding, man. That's
Yeah.
animal cruelty.
But they're saying if you put Boba on a large base ship like a YV, and you've got an asteroid in the middle, put the great big YV in the middle of the board. There's nowhere for the other scum Boba that you're playing to place their ship.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure what they're going to do about that, but I'd say you could just deploy it normally.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
Crazy. It's really crazy.
Unless they're trying to make Imperials great again.
Yeah, all the time, mate. so, but I've come up with a list for Rebels. So I've got Wedge
Yeah.
with the title on there, configuration now.
Yeah.
And I've got Thane in an X-wing
Right.
with the configuration,
Yeah.
just basic stuff. And then I've got a Wild Fringer with hand gunner, so he can shoot at PS7.
Yeah.
And then Leia as
Four-
crew.
four-
That's a full 200
4
points.
dice turret at PS7, by the way.
Yeah. So, but Wedge is no mean so-and-so either. And Thane turns a damage card face up using
Hang on
a
a minute, right?
focus hit or crit.
look. So let's.
result.
I've got points here.
Points, yeah.
Right. So the Wild Space Fringe is 88 points, and Han Crew is
12. Should be.
not on the list. Oh yeah, handgunner. Yeah, 12.
12. So that's 100 points.
100.
So Wedge and Thane.
So hang on, if you work that out in old money, right? Wild Space Fringer was what, 30 points? You had to take
It was never
Outrider.
used though, was it?
You had to take Outrider and Heavy Laser Cannon. Yeah, so that would have been 42 points or something, probably more. And then if you had like a gunner like Han to shoot a PS7, so that would be what, VI and all that sort of stuff. So you're probably talking about 80, 90 points, or no, probably about 60, 70 points pumped into a ship to get all of those abilities on him, and he's 50 points now.
That's a lot in that. That's a lot in that list.
Yeah.
Wedge, Thane in X-wings, and then a YT 2400.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a lot in that
That is
list.
stupid. That's ridiculously good. That is good.
I haven't looked at Scum or Rebels, but I mean,
no point because they're rubbish.
well, the Scum I could put Boba in because he's free. I could just stick him on a Lock Revenant.
Yeah.
So I'd have Lock Revenant, Ion Turret, Lock Revenant, Ion Turret, and then some sort of quad jumpers in there. 3 quad jumpers or something like that.
List.
It's all good.
Hate
I
that.
love the quad jumpers.
Hate that list.
You did all right.
Did all right.
Well,
But
spoiler for later.
Spoiler. Yeah, but yeah, so Coruscant's going to be pretty good. Obviously, you're going to have to get your thinking caps on because you have to use Leia, but
Yeah, it's a crew slot basically.
Yeah.
You need a spare crew slot.
a spare crew slot. So it used to be. I mean, we had the idea before that it was going to be a Hawk with about 5 Z95s, and then you K-turn them all in one turn, and then use Leia. Like, yes, I've got to use it.
It's a bit.
Yeah.
Still a bit.
It's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit difficult, but
Will she ever see the table
other than
Coruscant in a decent list?
Not really. Not when you can. Not when you. How much is she, by the way?
I think she's 8 points or something like that.
Jesus,
It's
how much is
expensive.
Daredevil?
Don't know. Be on your generic
Right, Leia,
Daredevil.
8 points, right?
Yeah.
So Daredevil. Daredevil, free.
3 points.
3 points.
Yeah.
Free. No, it's free. Yeah, you get it for free. No, 3 points. So you're looking at a one-use card for 8 points or a one-use card for 3 points. You can have 2 ships with Daredevil.
It starts becoming a bit hard to use, doesn't it? But Talon rolls and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, it's not Daredevil, is it? There's something else. There's another one. It used to be another one.
Yeah, Daredevil's a red turn.
Oh, okay.
Or makes it red or gets a stress. Something like that.
Oh, God knows, yeah. Yeah. So that's some good news. They also spoke about Worlds. Worlds is going to be invite only. You have to win something.
Yeah.
To get your chance to buy a ticket.
Until they realise there's not enough people going.
Until they realise they've got...
Right, buy tickets!
You imagine they ran, just an estimate, 300 tournaments that qualified for Worlds. So if you won, that's 300 individuals. How many of those individuals are actually going to be able to afford to go to America to Worlds?
Yeah.
Say 150 diehard fans, right? Worlds is normally what? A flight of 256, a flight of 256, and then the finals?
They did 3 days this year, didn't they? So
if
it's 700.
If you're 750 people, you've got 150.
People.
They're shooting themselves in the foot.
Well, I think we all expected, like, through the regional season, you would gain points and then you would be able to go to it and stuff like that. But reading that new news was just like, right, you're only going to come if you've won something.
Or if you or the thing gets passed down. So if you go to a regional, someone's already won one, you get in the final, you lose, he's won his second regional, and you go, I get my chance to buy a ticket to Worlds. And then you go, oh yeah, it's in America, isn't it? So it's five grand before I've even started looking
if
at
it falls sweet for you.
Yeah,
if you've got the money and you can get the time off.
Yeah, and if you can get the time off. Because, it's just going to be is it turn elitist again?
I don't know.
You've got to win something to get there.
We'll find out. Because it's going to be... So you're going to have Coruscant every year, followed by Worlds.
Yeah.
The day after.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. So Coruscant is unopen.
Yeah.
And then Worlds is invitation only. You have to win it to get there. Because is it top 32 from Coruscant will get into the Worlds the next day?
Not sure.
Because it's I would like to have seen them say first come, first served when it comes to regional wins, store champs wins, national wins, European wins, blah blah blah, and then they go, and then we'll open it up to second places, and it has to be proven. So it just means that, like for yourself being a TO,
top 4,
you have to you've got
16s.
your top 4 selection, then your top 8 selection, top 16, so cut level, which opens the field quite big. You think you go to a system open and top cut 64, and you've made the 64. But it goes through the stages first. So the top 2, then top 4, top 8, top 16, goes all the way down to top 64. And at that point, when you've got to that stage where you can buy a ticket now, you come 63rd. So it will never happen. But you come 63rd, and you can now buy a ticket to Worlds. Yeah. Whereas you go, oh yeah, it's only winners and people that lose.
When you look at the admin side of things, you're like, right, okay.
But as a TO, you have to send most of that information anyway, don't you?
You only have to send the top cut lists.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So the cut list. So you're sending the cut list over, so they know who's top 8, top 4, top 2, and then obviously the winner. So they'll know that information.
I think they would need to have to send invites out, and that's where it starts becoming a bit admin heavy. You're sitting there typing all those.
Also,
all those web addresses out, going, next email. So
it'd be nice for him to just acknowledge, like, look at Sim. Sim won a regional? He hasn't, has he?
No,
but he's won Worlds.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have had that. You wouldn't have had that situation because he's never won a regional, so he wouldn't be there.
Yeah, but that's that. They're trying to stop all the Euros getting in there, isn't they?
That's what it is. And dominating.
Stop the proper time. We'll just have the same names in there every time.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, but you're stopping the Cinderella moments. You're stopping the guys being able to go there.
Cinderella moments. I like that.
That's good,
that's really good.
But you're stopping those. You're stopping the storytelling because people that are winners are winning, whereas people that just not luck their way through it, because that's wrong, because Sim just didn't luck his way through it. But
he got to the final at Warburg.
But he had such a bad run of luck with regionals. His dad will tell you, Rasta will tell you, he had such, standing there watching from the sidelines and thinking, oh mate, can he just get a break?
Yeah. I mean, against Adam Staten at Daventry, Adam said, he goes, he should have had that. It's just how the dice roll at the end of the day, and the cards come out.
Yeah, and it's like it's got those sort of types of things that you're gonna be negating, kind of thing. So it's a shame, really. Hopefully they sort it out and they just widen this perspective a little bit and go, look, all right, that was a bit much to say. Only these people can apply, because that's pretty much what they've done. They've said only winners can apply for Worlds. It's like, well, Worlds is Worlds. It's supposed to encompass the good, the bad, the merry. There
has to be other ways of getting there.
If you want to do something like that, do a Masters tournament. Only winners.
But I think that's what Coruscant's supposed to be, isn't it?
But
you can only get there if you've earned it.
If you've earned it. Yeah, but I mean, it just seems to be the point of, I would rather it be open Worlds, for that simple fact that
you get all the chance for anybody to get there.
So you've got somebody,
unless they're having some sort of random lottery.
Yeah, you look at like the Nordics, right? How often do they have? How many regionals do you reckon they have compared to the UK? How many regionals do we have? 20?
No, we don't have that many. We have about 6 or 7.
Right, so 6 or 7 here. They have what, 1 or 2 probably?
I think 2. Right. Yeah.
Then America.
But if you're talking Scandinavia, you've got the Icelandic one as well.
Yeah.
So there's about 3.
Yeah, so 3, right?
3.
And the 186 normally go to that one.
Yeah.
Right. Then you've got like America, and every state. There's 50 already, isn't there? 52, however many states.
52, yeah.
52, yeah. So they've each got a regional, right? But then you look at places like Brazil, Argentina, Australia. They don't get system opens and don't get. Well, why not? They're spending their money on it as well. They should at least get somebody to like Ipsdevium in the UK. You get whoever supplies Australia and says to them, right, okay, we want you to run a system open, keep it at 64 players if you can, and then you get tickets, not flights, but tickets to this, right?
I like the Saudi nationals have 6 people.
There's 6 people turn up. Mishari wins it every year.
Yeah. He's a decent guy.
Yeah, I love Mishari. The international man of Mishari. Yeah. But it's the same principle. You've got countries that spend a lot of money on X-Wing. Those that play it just as much as anybody else, probably more, because they're having to source their stuff on eBay or from.
But they get random waves, don't they? Released. Yeah. They miss waves and things like that.
There was a thing where they were like they didn't get any jump masters.
Yeah.
So there was like a period where they were still on sort of Phantoms and Falcons when everybody else was on Jump Masters, and then one guy bought Jump Masters from abroad, got them over there, just smashed everybody, and it was like, yeah, well, I got mine from abroad, and it was like, well, everybody else hasn't got an opportunity. They might not have that sort of money to spend on free Jump Masters and getting them from God knows where. Yeah, I'm a bit. World should be Worlds. It should be open to all, and I know it was clickbait, and everybody was like, "Oh, I didn't get a chance because I couldn't get a ticket." It's like, they go to the limit what they can, but then Joe Bloggs down the road, he got a ticket, and he's only played a few games, and he's going to go, and he's going to get in the final, and then everybody's going to know who he is because he came from nowhere. Oh, I only play with Han. I've only got Han and an X-wing. I come in the final of Worlds.
Han and a bid.
No, he's gone full Luke Gunner, missiles. He's 175 points. Wow. But then if he gets to the final, fair play to him, you know what I mean? There's a story to be told. But if it's just the same names because they're at the top of their game, you're never going to have that, as I said, Cinderella story. You're never going to have that guy that comes out of the blue and
quad jumpers are never going to win it.
Who's going to take? What elite player is going to take quad jumpers? You'll show him, mate. You'll show him. But Yeah, it's like yeah. So people will have to let us know what they think about that because I'm not that I'll ever go. Well, I'll you know not say never say never, but one day. That would
all
be
this could be yours.
all this could be yours, the whole world. But, yeah. So we'll move on. Other news that was floating about was obviously what did they released the First Order conversion kit, Mining Guild tie, and the Resistant conversion kit. Also from Gen Con. That's the news song, isn't it? The news. Here's the news. The news. The bulletin thing.
What are you going on about?
I've got no idea.
Turned into some sort of like astronaut then.
See, somebody, R2D2 out there, he was like, I've got you, mate. Understood every single word. And I don't know why you use that kind of language, it's not right. But Clone Wars in X-Wing.
Yeah. It's very good, very good.
It's very good. Because automatically there's been photos put up of the Jedi Starfighter and the Sith Infiltrator.
Yeah.
Which is legit. No Naboo Starfighter? Because they said Clone Wars.
Who cares?
They said Clone Wars.
Who cares?
Episode 1 wasn't in the Clone Wars.
No.
But the Sith Infiltrator is
But
from
it led
episode
to
1.
it. It led to it.
Yeah, it led to it, yeah.
But the thing is, like, from my point of view now, so we'll have 7 factions. Yeah?
Yes.
With these other things?
Yeah, so
7 factions.
What you got? Rebel Alliance, Galactic Empire, Scum and Villainy, Resistance, First Order. You'll have the
Separatists.
and the...
Jedi.
Is it Jedi? It's called
I
Jedi?
don't know.
Or CIA? No.
No.
I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, you're getting it.
Yeah. So, I'm not going to be able to play all 7. And I'm not going to be able to collect all 7 factions. And I think quite a lot of people are all going to be the same.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm going to pick... I mean, I'll pick Rebels to start, and I think I'll stick with that for
I'm excited with the Rebel starfighters and all that.
Yeah, because
Because you're going to get Yoda.
You're going to get Yoda.
You're going to get Obi-Wan.
Because
you're going to get Anakin.
But you've got the normal Jedi Starfighters, which was Plo Koon and Kit Fisto, and those guys flew.
Yeah.
Then you've got the ETA-2s, which is Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda.
Yeah,
But Yoda's you've got to have a special one for Yoda because it was tiny. it was like they all got like Ferraris and he got a Mini Cooper.
But yeah, they're the ones I'm really excited for.
So Yoda, right? Okay, speculation. Yoda in an ETA-2. What's he got? 4 force charges.
Nah, he'll be 3. He can't be bigger than Vader, can he? Vader was the chosen one, wasn't he?
No, but at that point, Yoda was his
The boss
master.
man.
He was the
Well, maybe Anakin will only be 2 because he's
a green
learning.
fighting machine.
He's learning, isn't he?
Yeah.
Same
because
as
that's
Ezra.
and also this is the thing as well. You're gonna have what you're gonna have. You're gonna have Anakin versus Vader.
Yeah.
Anakin versus Vader and Kylo in a 3-way match. Wait, what?
Only you could imagine that as a 3-way.
Well, I didn't mean it in that way. Grand Army of the Republic and the Separatists. That's what they're called.
Cheers for that, Scott.
Yeah.
Is it? No, that's not. That's Carl.
Carl. And then you've got the so you've got that coming. So that's going to be quite good. You're going to have what are they called V-wings?
V-wings, yeah, the early ties, aren't they?
Early ties, and then you add the original Y-wings. I've got 4.
The V-wings are right at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
You got the T. What are the T's? They look like T's, but the S-falls fold out from underneath.
You're a tease.
Oh, you tease.
You tease.
But yeah, it looked like a Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
Spaceship. You know the Buck Rogers spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like that, but it had a big a big
fin.
thing out the bottom.
Yeah.
A thing. Yeah.
A fin. Fin, not a thing.
And then it had like S-falls that come out the side, and it looked like the letter T. You had those. You got the original Y-wings, so all the armored Y-wings. So you've got those. You've got Anakin's Junker. He had like a.
I've not really seen any of the cartoons.
It was basically like it looked like the Slave 2. It was basically like a block with a fin
With a
coming
thing.
out the bottom and one wing.
All right, okay.
and it was like all lopsided, like a
Yeah.
YT-2400, but it was like a box with a wing and a wing.
Right.
Yeah, so you got that. Ahsoka used to fly that quite a bit, so you'd have Ahsoka as a pilot in that. Because that's why I don't think you've got the TIE Fighter Ahsoka in Rebels. Because I think they're sort of keeping her.
They're
for,
shipping her out.
Shipping her out to
Yeah. Well,
Clone Wars.
Makes sense, don't it?
Yeah, but you know, because but I'm quite excited about it to see what it's. I mean, new in it. It's fresh. It's something new and fresh. I mean, I know
it's
it's
cool.
the old stuff, but it's
that's
going to
be a big buy-in to that faction, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think. Can you imagine? Well, do you reckon they'll do a second core set, like an A core set and a
I
B core
hope
set?
so.
Because then you could get two like Vulture droids, and then you'll get like a Naboo starfighter in your starter box.
Why are you up on? Why do you want the Naboo starfighter so much?
I think the because the X-wing is the generic rebel fighter.
Yeah.
The Naboo starfighter is the generic, because it wouldn't be an ARC because that's already out, and it wouldn't be a Jedi starfighter because
generic
that's your elite.
arcs.
Generic arcs would
arcs
be wicked.
Get four in a list.
What was his name? What was the guy's name? The pilot. Oh come on, you must know the pilot.
Braylon Strand.
No, the clone trooper. His name was like Bubbles or something. He was, I want to help out Bubbles. And no, he's doing his job, so we can do ours.
Michael Jackson's chimp in clone armour.
Just dancing around. Oh, the V19. The V19. Yeah. But yeah, it's like but I'm quite excited about it because it just means that they're just adding a slight element more than, like any game, like dreaded names, Warhammer 40k, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If they kept it to Chaos and Space Marines, like 30k,
Yeah.
it would be very
Boring.
and it would be like, oh well, I get the good guys and you get the bad guys, end of. Then you look at X-wing, you've got Rebel, you've got the Dinner, and you've got the Scum and Villainy, right? Well, the way they've made it flesh out a bit more is they've just kept adding ships, adding pilot cards, adding upgrade cards. Well, if you're abolishing upgrade cards and variety, how else are you going to bring variety in the game? You bring other factions in.
Yeah.
So whereas you had 3 factions, now you've got 5, and then now you've got 7 because you've added a whole new time era to it. Then obviously you've got to think, because you think they've gone what, Galactic Civil War, Force Awakens, and then now you're going back towards Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So you've got all the time, eras and all that kind of thing all floating into one. But then how do you balance a Clone Wars era ship against a Galactic?
Points wise,
is it just you just got more of them?
Scale
Like the Sherman
down
versus a
points.
Tiger argument.
Yeah.
We just have more.
Well, you look at the TIE and the TIE FO.
Yeah.
The TIE FO's basically got a sloop roll, hasn't it? And it's got a shield. So how are they gonna? I mean, a V-wing. You go back further. A V-wing's gonna have something else. It's gonna perform a lot
General
differently.
Grievous
Yeah.
popping up in his Cadillac.
Dooku.
Dooku in his sailboat.
Yeah.
No, that's gonna be.
Asajj as a separatist, and the Night Sister faction. Night Sisters.
Weren't Wookiee gunships in the Clone Wars as well? They weren't, were they?
Don't know.
No, they were rebels. Gotcha.
But you had them troop carriers as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
So them troop carriers had a bit of a. They went out the atmosphere and stuff like that, didn't they?
Yeah. Imagine
So you
a
got some
lander
of that?
shuttle for droids. Because this is not just for X-wing. This is across Legion and everything.
Armada.
Armada and everything. So you're
Is that
getting,
still going?
Armada's still a thing because they released. I know it's going away from X-wing, but they did the massive frigging
Superstar Destroyer.
Superstar Destroyer, yeah.
Which you can use as a sword.
You can poke people in the eye.
You can LARP with it.
How long is it? It's
I
massive.
don't know.
Isn't it?
It's got to be like that long, isn't it? For people out in Radio Land.
Yeah, it's about a foot and a half.
Yeah.
Foot
It's
and a
got
half
to be
long.
at least a foot long,
So
isn't it?
you're playing on a 8x4, 6x3 table, 6x3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn that way.
Doesn't
either.
turn, just goes from left to right. You have to deploy in the middle of the table when it's turned its engines off for half
Yeah.
an hour.
Needs quad jumpers to turn the
But
front.
apparently it's got like 8 dice out one arc, then the middle arc's got another 8 dice, and then the back arc's got 6 dice, and then you can shoot them twice. And
Yeah, but you've only got that.
Yeah,
versus the whole rebel fleet.
yeah, yeah.
And what you do is you pick it up.
Yeah. Or you just get an A-wing and fly it through the cockpit.
Like Grand Moff Dalton's got moulded on his ship, on his Desi.
He's got them pointed on the front, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gone the other way.
Has he?
Yeah, because he's put it right on the prow. It should be in the bridge.
Oh, I thought we meant the other way.
Oh, no. That way. He does. Yeah, I think
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. But when you say no, it means no, Mr. Dalton. But yeah, so I mean, pretty much that was the news, really. That was all the big stuff.
Mining Guild tie.
Mining Guild tie. Let's have a look at Mining Guild tie in the news. Right, Mining Guild tie. I like the one where it's like, oh yeah, and you just ignore obstacles.
Yeah. Well, they all got that.
Yeah.
That's the standard
so that's
thing.
Notch stabilizers, isn't it?
Yeah.
They just ignore.
So they sacrifice a blue 5 for a red 5.
There is
straight.
Look, in every pack, you're going to get these quick build cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've got a pilot here as I have. Right. I'm going to show that to the camera. See if it will see it. I have elusive. How upgrade? I have afterburners too. We're gonna have to shut that door. I know. I know. I'm podcast land, but we've got dogs walking about and everything.
Washing machine's on.
Yeah. There's actually another one here called Captain Seavor. Now, is that how you spell surveyor in? Because he's a mining guild guy.
Could be.
Captain Surveyor. But they've done some look. When you defend or perform an attack before attack dice are rolled, if you're not in the enemy's bullseye, you may spend a charge. If you do, the enemy gets a jam token.
I think that's so good.
Jam
That's so
tokens are going
broken.
to be fucking broken. They are going to be bad, aren't they? Jam in 2.0. When you only get one action and then someone jams it. Notch stabilizers can ignore obstacles while moving.
Notched stabilizers. Is that on the card? Is that on the card?
Yeah, that's actually
So all the ties
special
have got that, haven't
all
they?
the ties have got notch stabilizers, so none of it. They all get Dash's ability while moving.
Which is good.
Now, if you move and land on it, do you still get to do your action?
No,
Because you ignore obstacles while moving.
what's it say there? They've obviously got it wrong
And
again.
that, like the 200. How to build a rebel list?
At 201 points.
Why
That
not-
was fantastic. That
Why
was.
not just cheat? So scum pilots deploy all manner of dirty tricks to put the opposing squadron at a disadvantage. For example, while he defends or performs an attack, Captain Seawolf forces the enemy ship to take a jam token, so long as he's avoided being caught in their bullseye arc.
In their bullseye.
In their bullseye. So if you're not in their bullseye arc, they're still shooting at you. You go, sorry mate, you get a jam token. You can't use that focus.
Does it say at range 1 or is just that
Just
completely in
arc.
their bullseye?
Just as in the arc. Look, I mean, even in there,
That's outrageous.
while you defend or perform, there's not a
There's
range
not a
restriction
range on it. My word, that is ridiculously good.
That is amazingly good.
Because it's when you shoot as well.
And the thing is,
So it's defend or attack. It's like grey paint.
Somebody understood me there. Are they on it?
What's up?
Are they on it? The ties? They're not on it.
No,
are they?
they're not on anything yet.
I had a great idea, then ruined. I was going to look at the points. Never mind.
It's almost like you were prepared.
I did. I printed shit off and everything. Look, I printed shit off and everything.
Right, so mining tyres, I really like the look of those. Nice and yellow. I've got a good little paint job on them. You've got a little symbol on the solar vein, and then
the hazard
some little
stripes,
hazard
because you're going to be
stripes.
bouncing off roids and not worrying about it.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
It is cool. It is a really nice bit of kit. The thing is going to be, they are quite broken when it comes to that ability to just ignore
It's
the
a TIE
battlefield.
fighter though.
It is a TIE fighter. Is it going to be more expensive than an Imperial TIE fighter?
I don't know.
I mean, it
I
is
would-
missing
I would
part of the
think
wing,
so.
but
I would think so.
I think so. I think it'll be like there'll be a couple of points difference in it, because
To have a built-in ability.
to have a built-in ability like that, which does actually completely, it just makes you more broken, really. You just like.
Yeah, but they want to sell them, don't they? They want to sell them.
Yeah, what we're going to do, right, is we're going to reinvent it, and we're going to do 2.0, right, and they're going to make people fly properly, and we're going to make them do arcs, and we're going to make them like, obstacles matter, blah, blah, blah. And then they're going to go, wait, we're bringing out that rubbish TIE fighter, aren't we? Oh, yeah. What should we do?
Rebels have got a TIE fighter.
Yeah.
They've got a TIE fighter.
Rebels got a TIE fighter, which is rubbish, right? So we don't want to do that again. So, and then there's someone sitting in the back of the room that says, I always hit rocks with TIE fighters. And the guy's gone, good idea. They don't hit rocks. And the guy's gone, yeah, it's legit. We'll sell hundreds of them. It's like, yeah. I think that's the only reason they've done it, because you've got to differentiate TIE from a TIE from a TIE.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Rebel one can upgrade crew.
Got crew and stuff like that, but you also only get elite pilots. With this one, you're getting generics and elites, but you can't then do Hull Runner or an Iden Versio pilot for them. They have to have a
scum pilot.
A thing. They have to have a thing. So whereas Imperial Swarm and Rebels are sort of attachments, you can't have a mining guild that swarms and has attachments. It's like, no, we can't do that. That's that idea. Think of something new. We'll never bloody sell them.
It's really good.
I know. Let's fill them all with torpedoes and astromech droids, and then you can have 3 in a list. No, wait, that was Jumpmasters.
So the thing with Resistance and First Order, we're going to see tech slots. Have we got any tech slot upgrades mentioned yet?
Not in so many words in here, because when you look through them, there was You've got like Gunner. Rose is in it now. You've got
Finn is there again.
There is more BSF fighters though, bombers. Sorry,
there
is more pilots coming for those, because some of the abilities on those was a bit.
T-70s now. Quite a few people are a bit concerned about Poe Dameron
being pushed the limit straight off the bat.
Well, no, he hasn't got his thing, has he?
He hasn't got his thing.
He hasn't got his focus.
After you perform an action, you may spend a surge to perform a white action treating it as red. So he's got pushed the limit straight away. He's already better health-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can then put, obviously you've got the black one after you perform a what is that?
Slam?
We've got slam action.
Well, probably on their configuration.
That gives him it. That after you perform this slam action from black one, you lose 1 surge. Then you may gain 1 iron token to remove 1 disarm token. Moving on, you got this, the RZ2 A-wing,
which has got a turret.
Well, it's front and back.
Yeah.
You either choose front and back. You can't go left and right.
Yeah.
Which is what the guns do. The guns actually flip backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Like the one on the base card.
So Separatists, will they get Jango Fett?
Jango Fett! Another slave. You've got to buy another slave, a silver one.
Or just paint one you've already got.
Can't do that. Got to buy it all.
Because people will go out and buy 2 anyway.
Okay. I have noticed a new tech.
Have you?
Ferrosphere paint.
A what? Ferrosphere paint.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, this one is prime thrusters are coming back.
So,
and then some paint. Right, okay.
Ferrosphere paint. Amorite.
Whatever that
it's like Amorite. Everything's right with Ferrosphere paint. On iron. You have to be old to remember that.
Oi, oi.
And they've got the dial covers as well.
Yeah.
Which, okay. Heroic. While you defend or perform an attack, if you have only blank results and have 2 or more results, you may re-roll any number of dice. Well, if you've got 2 blanks, you re-roll both together.
Sounds like
if you only have blanks, you can re-roll 1 if you like. Like, yeah,
that's nice.
I don't want to hurt him too much. Sometimes they get a bit wordy for their own good, and I honestly think. Did you need to explain that?
Simpler is better.
I am looking forward to that faction, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the Resistance faction, yeah. Because of those RZ2 A-wings, I really do like the sort of the longer A-wing.
The longer A-wing. For the more discernible gentleman around town.
On the
Stretch
live stream,
A-wing.
Mr. Bryant has said he hopes Kylo's weaker. Don't think you can make him any
Well,
weaker.
we're going to be getting Captain Phasma
Captain
for FO, but I don't think I'm going to be collecting FO.
No, I can't see it because I don't like Imperials and First Order. I've used quick draft.
Yeah, I don't
Back
really use them
draw
at
and
all.
quick draft.
And Midnight, what's that all about, eh? Midnight.
Minot Squadron were having a meltdown because they call her Lockdown.
Okay,
That was
yeah,
their nickname
that's not
for
a
her. They
bad
did
idea,
alternate
is it?
art cards called
Yeah.
Lockdown and all that, and all of a sudden FFG have gone, nah, we're not using your name, we're going to call her Midnight. Midnight. You wait till midnight gets here.
Yeah, but then you've got 2 minutes to midnight by Iron Maiden. It's like before you start.
are you-
I'm just going to play the theme tune.
Yeah, just by the way, I'm using
2 minutes to midnight.
Can you imagine?
So we got Blackout, Kylo Ren, Major
Is it bad if I
Strike.
play I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt before I fly something out? Barbie girl. I'm a Barbie girl.
In a
I mean, if we're
Barbie world.
doing theme tunes, I'm picking my own.
There's not really a lot. Oh, here we go. Advanced optics are back.
Advanced optics. While you perform an attack, you may spend one focus token to change one of your blank results to a hit.
So it's weapons guidance, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. But on your normal attack.
Why didn't they just keep it as weapons guidance?
But that is guidance chips as well. While you perform an attack,
Yeah.
it's missiles, torps, turret. It's an attack,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's
the
not
same.
your primary art.
Same as weapons guidance.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Commander Malorus in a TIE FO. Oh, Fanatic, yeah.
Fanatic.
While you perform something and you are not you could one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Lieutenant Rivas. Inconvenient witness. What the
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh. Should have walked in there. I didn't see anything. Inconvenient witness.
That's
After a
weird.
That is weird. Inconvenient witness. I'm definitely reading that right. Inconvenient witness.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
That's weird. Hang on a minute, look, because you've got right. So you look at the auto ship builds. You've got Commander Malorus, just with advanced optics, but then you've got TN through 465. He hasn't been given a name yet. He's going to be Tony, because it's TN.
TN.
I'm-
Tone.
All
All right,
TN.
Tone.
I'm not using that. I'm going to call you Tone.
Tone.
What Tone?
Could be 3, 4, 5, 6. Could it?
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Oh, it's
I mean-
just swap two
It's
letters.
copyrighted, mate. 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. I don't think they've got numbers. Long shot. Zeta Ace is now called long shot.
There's another one there. Targeting synchronizer.
Yeah, targeting synchronizer. Yeah,
There's
so
a lot of
that's the.
there's
at
a
the
lot of tech
moment,
slots coming out, isn't there?
in the First Order and the Resistance. There will be because it's that era. It's tech, wasn't it? Because all the Galactic Civil War didn't get any, did they? No, Galactic Civil
So
War.
does
era
that
didn't get
mean that the older eras, so like the Old Republic and Separatists, are going to have a junk mod?
Oh, dude, the FO dial is a TIE cockpit.
Mm. You're going to buy it. You're going to buy it now, are you? Because it's tied.
I've always played Imperials. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's First Order, mate.
Oh, God, yeah. Long shot.
Yeah, not buying into
While
that.
you perform a primary attack at attack range 3, roll 1 additional attack die.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Can you imagine if they didn't put 1 additional attack die and someone goes, you're going to roll a green? Okay, you win. See you later. T.O. Give up. Right then, so that was the news. Bloody hell, that was long.
It was.
That was long. How long was it? Like 45 minutes. You're having a laugh. Right. I don't know what you want to do. Whether you want to go through your tournament report now? Yeah, we'll do it. Come on, let's
Yeah,
go.
let's do
The
it.
joke on what happens in the Thai Academy at midnight. Lockdown. Mr. Bryant. Yeah. Okay. So you
So the
went
road,
along
the road to
the
nationals.
road to nationals. I'm not going. My
You're
road's
not going?
really short. I'm staying in.
It's me and Bengar sharing a room. Yeah. Got
Lucky old Ben.
reasonably priced room. Yeah, so we went up to Warlords for the weekend
Yeah.
for their last 1.0 tourney, and it was a little bit of a party there, party atmosphere going on.
I bet actually. I mean, I was watching their live stream, which they have updated massively.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god.
I was there.
It was.
I haven't seen
Oh
it.
no. Since then, since that weekend, John and Ash and Rasta, they've been on and they've just been smashing out games.
Yeah, so Tuesday night was their club night.
Their club night,
Club
and then
night.
ever since then they've just been smashing out games, and they've been doing the live stream, the commentary over the overlays and all that kind of thing. It's been really, really good to watch.
Yeah,
really,
good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, went along. So I hadn't realised it was going to be 5 games on the Saturday. So I was like, I was only really prepared for about 4 or 5. Yeah, I could take it nice and easy.
I could take the tournament if we play 4. 5, no.
I thought, yeah, with 5 games going to be on the Sunday, I thought, yeah, that'd be all right. Not bad. And then got there, 26, got to the end of game 4 and went, there's another game now. I went, what? I'm knackered.
I can't see.
I'm knackered. So I was like, all right, so there's a bit of a shocker. But yeah, it's brilliant. So we worked out, so you had the Vicaries come up from Dorset or Devon
Yeah.
or whatever.
No, Captain Rex and his
Captain
son.
Rex, awesome fella, absolutely awesome, and the 2 sons brilliant as well.
Yeah.
The 3 of them great.
Yeah, all awesome.
You had Lee Dalton came down from way up north,
Way up north,
almost the other side of the wall.
almost.
So they come up. So they'd had a 3 or 4 hour journey there as well.
Yeah.
Then we had, who else did we have?
Lewis Withams.
Lewis Witham.
Yeah,
Witham.
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 Because
So
he's
it-
rubbish without ham.
Yeah, from Preston.
Yeah.
And then you had Paul Spurgeon, his son and a mate come up from Essex. So they'd had a 3 or 4 hour journey as well.
See, just
It's
the
crazy.
tracks.
Just for a weekend, you know, that was mainly the
It's a
Saturday.
whole. It's a whole. If
That's
you
the-
build it, they will come.
Yeah. That was a massively wide travelled day
Yeah.
of people turning up. It was awesome.
Give them a regional. Sorry, what?
Yeah. So no, it'll come. There's plenty of opportunity for that this time round. So yeah, so really diverse field. 26 players. Wasn't quite ready for that. I thought that's a really nice all right day.
It's supposed to be that way, isn't it?
List
the
bit,
Saturday
bit of
is
list
the newbie
building
day. It's
for me.
everybody gets to go and
Yeah.
test and try and
But the people who travel are not aware of that.
right.
So they all bring
Yeah.
they bring in their A game as well.
Kylo quick draw and countdown and
Yeah. So it's all good stuff, but it's proper good training.
yeah.
So start off, I'm paired against Jess. Never played Jess. I played alongside her
Yeah.
at Euros.
The photographer.
Yeah. She's great. 3 defenders. That got slapped down on the table. I was like,
Oh, 3 defenders.
3 defenders. Oh, shit.
There is that point when you look at a list across the table and you think, oh, I don't want to play that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to play you. I don't want to play that.
But yeah, she's getting good with him. I couldn't quite control that because the amount of evade dice going on there. Quite difficult.
Yeah, because you're.
So my quad jumpers and skirgs, I've
This
been
is ion
trying out
skirgs.
variations. I've got 2 skirgs, 2 quad jumpers. I've been trying out variations.
And those quad jumpers
stuff
can
in
just deal with anything.
as you found out,
Yeah.
that's a bit of a spoiler.
Yeah, they can deal with anything.
Quality. So anyway, basically her evade dice done me in.
Yeah.
I took care of Vessery quite quick, and then the other 2 couldn't really do it. So Riyadh and the other one, I think it was a PS1
just your
defender, didn't
normal,
really.
yeah.
I just couldn't
Onyx.
get
Was
it.
it
Just
Onyx?
couldn't get the stuff through on it. So ions and that, so I couldn't really control it that well. But so time finished 69-34 to Jess.
69.
Yeah, so not too bad. I still had a quad jumper on, not quad jumper, a skirg on the board. So game 2 against John Vickery, Wedge, Luke, and Nora,
Nora.
and I couldn't really do anything more than 1 hit all game.
What?
Yeah, my dice were shocking. I was like that, and then
But these are 2 agility and
Yeah.
1 agility.
yeah, I got Nora on 0 agility, so I managed. What I was doing is I managed to ion Nora, because R2D2's on there. He's not regenning because they've become white
'cause it's
manoeuvres,
white movies, yeah.
and it's sort of like you went,
Yeah.
ah.
So I'm slowly chipping, and you're not growing it back.
Yeah. So that's all I managed. I'd managed to kill Nora. That was it. But yeah, and his wedge was unbelievable. Every turn he's just rolling 3 hits or 3 crits out of hand. He's just like bang, bang. It's going, I'm really sorry, Ian. I'm sorry.
After I
I'm
go, shut up!
sorry. It's all right. It's all right. It's just dice. It's just dice. And he's going,
Well,
3 hits. 3 hits.
Spoiler alert! I had it in a game recently, and you know, rolling for tractor beams, and you roll crit hit. You're like, man, that was a normal roll. That would have been amazing. But he's going, yeah, I just can't. If you're rolling that naturally out of your hand, I just can't.
He's just going bang.
Boss tractor beamed.
So anyway, that game went to time as well. 69 points to 39. So even though I've lost the first 2 games, my MOV's not too bad.
No,
All
not
right.
too
So
bad
it's
at all.
just going all right. So then we have lunch, come back. I'm playing Captain Rex.
Way!
So
So you
this is
played
quality.
the Padawan, now you're playing the Master.
So he was Saw Gerrera, Kian Farlander, and
B-Wing.
Fen Rao.
B-Wing.
Yeah, B-Wing. So
Hang on, Saw Gerrera, Kim Farlander, and
Fen Rao in the shop. There's some
legit.
nasty going on there.
Yeah.
Some
Did he have
nasty stuff.
Bistan and all that on it?
I can't remember. But I managed to basically take Saw out of the game.
Oh,
I either
okay.
made him bump
Right.
or put him on a rock, or
Yeah, because your Scogs, even though they've got the iron turrets, they've still got a heavy primary attack, haven't they?
Yeah,
They've still got
they
3
have.
dice primary.
yeah.
So you're still smashing them. You're putting them where you want them and then smashing them.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
you can double. I mean,
so Captain Rex came in quite fast with Saw. Kian and Fen Rao couldn't really keep up. He came really too fast with it.
right, okay.
And I sort of went, right,
I'll deal with that,
what
then
am I
I'll deal with him.
What am I going to do here? And I sort of went, right, I'll just make him bump. I'll make him bump until he's ions, then he'll come off of that and end up on a rock.
Because I presume, as long as your guys are being able to do their tugboat action, that sounds really bad.
Yeah, space wank.
You just did a tugboat action. Oh. Yeah, and doing that, then you're reducing his agility for your ion to then be even more deadly because you're reducing agility down, so you get 2 hits out of your 3 dice.
Yeah.
Or then you've got a better chance of ironing.
It's
a big
really
ship.
good against 1 agility ships
Oh,
because
it's
your
probably
tug goes in,
horrible,
goes here, and then when you roll your quad jumper dice,
It's
which
just
are
damage.
naked
Just
dice,
pure-
it's just
pure
damage.
Yeah.
It's good.
Pure damage.
So when I taken care of Saw, then it was basically just put Kian on a rock.
Yeah.
You go on a rock. You go on a rock.
You get a rock. You get a rock.
Yeah.
Everybody gets rocks.
So that was it. 100-0 for that one.
Wow.
So I was like, right, okay, this was pretty cool. So then it's against my old nemesis, Dink.
Dinky
Dink. So me and Dink, we sort of like
Dinky Dink, who normally flies Imperials,
does he? I've only ever seen him fly Rebs.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Well, I've been up
He
Wars
just
for a
flies
while.
what he fancies.
Yeah, but normally it was like defenders and bombers and aggressors and things like that.
Yeah, just flies what he feels like.
Because the last time I actually played him was defenders.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and then so what's he bought?
So me and him, he'll win a game, and then the next game I'll win the next game. He'll win a game, and then I'll
and
win
then
the
at the
next
end
game.
of the day, you meet up and you go,
Yeah,
how'd you
so-
do? And he goes, I came 25th, and you're like, bastard, I came 26th.
Yeah, that's how he's been. That's how he's been for quite a while. So like, I beat him at nationals and knocked him out. Not nationals, Euros. I knocked him out. So it was like, it was me or him going through to actually maybe qualify.
Yeah.
But we played again. He played Nim Dash. He ruined me.
Nim Dash.
Yeah, Dash ruins
Dinky
my list.
Dink.
It's all right.
Yeah, because so your Gergs are 1 agility,
Yeah,
your
Quads are-
tugboats are
2, but I've
2.
only got 5 health.
yeah. So as soon as you put so he's put in, if he puts 2 in, he's only got 3 turns on a ship and he's took it out.
Yeah.
With proper dice, even you
So-
rolling the best dice and him rolling the best dice.
Yeah, but I managed to get half of Dash. half a dash before he done me, so 100 to 28. And then I played a double D Dalton.
The
At the
double
end.
D.
Double D Dalton. So he was
Did he
flying
have double Ds?
Riyadh
No, then he's not double D Dalton anymore.
and Oiken.
Riyadh and Oiken.
Yeah. But he didn't like it because I was moving first.
And also, so no bumping. Of course, when he's bumping,
Well,
you're like,
He
good.
came in quite fast with Oiken, and then went.
He's a tractor beam just for fun.
You got eye on, didn't you? Yeah. Turn around. Back off again.
He physically heard the brakes go on. He's like, right, okay, yeah, see you later.
Yeah, and Riyadh came in and put him on
Because
the
your
rock.
skirts will just destroy that.
Yeah,
decimator.
he came in and then he turned around and went off. The Riyadh came in, I put him straight on a rock.
Yeah,
He went, and then it was like, bang, 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 bang.
yeah,
Riyadh's gone.
yeah.
So that's pretty
Riyadh hates
I didn't just
tractor
put him
beams.
on a rock, I put him on the biggest rock, right in the middle.
Like, get off of that.
That was funny. People go, what the hell gone on there?
Yeah,
And I went, no.
Did you stand there for
he
ages
barrel rock-
positioning it? Like, just
No,
gonna-
because I had a feeling he was going to do a 3.
Yeah.
So like I went in, I tractor beamed him across, and then he did a 3 and landed right in the middle.
In the
of
middle,
the rock.
wow.
He was like, and everybody's coming over taking a piss, going, "What the hell did you do there, Lee?" And he goes, he tractor beamed me into the middle of that. And I'm like,
Whatever, likely story.
Yeah,
If it's not on live stream, it never really happened.
Yeah, so it was great. It was good game. So I think I finished that one 17th out of 26. So
Not a bad showing at a Warlords.
it's not bad, but like for the list, it was like it wasn't really working right.
No.
There was things I needed to change, and that's why I've gone for the
Yeah.
whole weekend. So Sunday comes round, completely new amount of players, all really up for it, all excited.
What's the last
all,
one?
Bow wow!
Bow wow!
It's all good stuff. So
I got told off for the spelling of Bow Wow live on the stream. Rasta
Did
had a
you?
go at me because I
Bow
spelled it
wow.
wrong. He goes, no, it's not Bow Wow. In my head, it's Bow Wow. Bow Wow. How do you spell it? And then it's B-O-W-A.
if you look it up in the English dictionary,
in the English dictionary, it's under acceptable moves.
so yes,
New game for nationals.
yeah, Bow wow.
Yeah, because I got told off last time. They
Yeah.
invented the game.
Yeah.
So hopefully Bow Wow doesn't get him in trouble.
Or Thundercats.
What?
Obviously not.
Thunder.
No, yeah, Thundercats.
Oh, go.
Oh,
Oh, is that, you can't shout that out though, can you?
oh, Thundercats.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I like Bow Wow better.
No, yeah,
Bow
it
Wow's
is.
better.
It
Thundercat's
fits.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so Sunday rocks round. 32 players, and even more players turning up to the shop to join in.
Yeah.
So old Darth Amos comes along.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, can I play? I want to play. So like, Ash is like, oh, I'll play, and then they've squared everything up again. Everybody's even.
Yeah.
So like, Ash is playing. I'm like, oh, Ash, we've never played. I want to play. He's like, yeah, we have never played. I want to play. It's
Yeah.
all right. That's cool, but never come round.
No.
So anyway, so round 1, quick draw, Inquisitor and Vermeil. Josh Ince is playing this.
Yeah.
It's a bit of horrible list to play against.
Yeah.
But this list is exactly the right thing to take it on.
Of course, yeah. Because
So I've slightly changed it. I've got the same chips. I've slightly changed things a little bit. So I've gone in. Josh comes in and he has a couple of shots. I have a couple of shots at him. Nothing really happens. And then the quad jumper hits in against the Inquisitor, puts him on a rock.
Yeah.
So he takes damage from the rock.
Yeah. And then
And then he-
3. He's
And then he moves, takes another damage from the rock. And I blocked him on it. I blocked him on the rock. So I
Nice,
couldn't get
okay,
off,
so
I couldn't shoot.
Couldn't shoot. Lovely.
So then I blocked him on the same rock the following turn, took another damage.
You're like,
I think
I'm just gonna do this.
I shot the Inquisitor once,
Yeah.
and he
But it was
killed.
reduced agility.
Yeah, he was dead. He was dead
Yeah.
by that time. I think ultimately it was the rock that killed him.
Yeah.
And then he kind of like seen the strength of the list. He went,
Yeah.
Right.
When you do,
and it sort of he come a little bit of a cropper there.
I've played it, and I know. I was watching games. I was standing next to you at this the local thing, and I watched it, and I was like, I have no idea how to play that. I don't want to be far away. and I don't want to be close, and I don't want to be near rocks, and all of those things are on the table. So I don't know what to do.
So yeah, we went to time. I won that 64-32.
Oh, that's
So I killed his TIE Reaper.
Yeah.
It very nearly won
Right.
because I could not land damage on a Reaper.
Right.
I was doing my
the
head.
tractor beam.
Well, he had lightweight frame on there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but by this time things were a little bit spread out.
Right.
So he killed one of the Skirgs. So it was like, he killed the 2 quad jumpers. Killed the 2 quad jumpers.
Yeah.
And was like, all right, okay. So the 2 Skirgs were limping around.
Right.
They're taking a bit of a battering, and he very nearly beat me. But it was very, very close.
Yeah.
So anyway, I won that one. Then I played John Vickery again for the second time.
Right.
So that day he's playing for fun. He got the days mixed up.
Right. Okay.
So he went all out hardcore on the first day, and then went, I've overdone it. I've got to fly something a bit more fun on the second day.
Yeah.
So he was Ketsu Asajj.
So double casters.
Still a nightmare.
Oh god, yeah, double casters is horrible.
So I nearly had him.
Yeah.
A couple of times with the quad jumpers and
you've got-
everything. So he started in one corner. I started opposite corner, and I went straight down to the other corner.
Right.
I was like basically just hanging around in the corner,
Yeah.
saying if he'd come in.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
You were like,
He was quite disciplined. He was very disciplined, and he went, "No, I'm going to stay to this." But then he inched in with Asajj and a double eye on Asajj,
right.
and he went, and I was like, "Oh."
Oh, might have a chance. Might just
I
push
could
it off
have
the
this
board.
here, yeah, because the quad jumpers reduce the agility, so it's reducing the amount of damage
Can you
limitation
concentrate
he
all
puts
4
on.
ships on one big ship for the turns you need to get?
I'd
off
already
the table?
lost one by that point,
Oh, okay.
so I had 1 quad jumper and 2
Because
two
you can
Skirgs.
stack tractor beams, can't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. So you could. So they're 2 agility, aren't they?
yeah,
Yeah. So you could take all their agility away before your ion get to shoot. So you know your ion is sticking as long as you roll one paint.
yeah. That's it. So I almost walked him off,
Yeah.
but I messed up one. It was quite difficult to work out the order of my ships moved in
Yeah.
because somebody wasn't getting a modified shot.
Right.
So and then that didn't pan out. That shot failed,
Yeah.
and he got away
Right.
and out. Otherwise, he was off the board.
Yeah.
He just managed to squeak it out, and he just missed an asteroid as well. Otherwise, he was just like, I've gone here.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
But then Ketsu came in and did exactly the same thing. I was like, I've got a second chance here.
Yeah.
This one could be off. But alas, it wasn't to be, and his firepower absolutely.
So what did you get?
nailed me
Half
after
points
that.
on one of them.
Half points on both. So, on one of them.
On one of them. Oh, so
Yeah,
Sarge,
on a
that's the thing.
Sarge, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but he only got 50 points. He's killed a Skirg and he killed a quad jumper.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that feels like a marathon, don't it?
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
It's pretty cool. So, because you're missing actions if you're ioned and stressed.
Yeah, that's the thing as well, because it does feel like it feels like a slog
Yeah.
when you're not being able, like, because I guarantee you, I did it. I guarantee you'll go, I couldn't get a focus, and then you go to roll your thing and you go, look, three focuses,
yeah.
And it's like, every time.
Yeah, so then I played a complete tawny newbie, Josh Adamson. He had Miranda Wolferoo and Cavern Angel.
Ooh.
So he came in hard with the Cavern Angel. I put my target locks on it, and then he buggered off.
that was a decoy.
Yeah. I was going first, so he'd come in, and then I put my target locks on it, and then he went.
Nah.
And I was like, well, that's all
target
right.
locks do again? Yeah,
just-
no, I'm not a bit of that.
I thought I'll just leave those
Yeah.
until it comes back round.
Yeah.
I was just focusing after that. But I ioned Wolferoo off the table, and then I ioned Miranda off the table.
Can you just imagine how that Wolferoo looked? He was probably like one of them Persian cats by the time he'd gone off that table with all the eye on. All his hair standing on end.
He shot twice,
That's horrible.
and then he went. It's really good because it's one agility ship. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Zero agility.
Ironed.
How you're stressed.
You only need
You
to,
don't get your
I
reinforced
suppose-
because you're stressed.
So you go. I mean, for me, that would be right. That Skir's going to make sure he can. Well, both Skir's going to make sure they can shoot Wolferoo. This one's going to make sure If this one hits, then the other one can concentrate on another ship.
Yeah,
Because
it's
I'm
bonus,
literally just like pushing him towards the edge, but I'm still keeping my left hand,
yeah.
you know, on the eye of Miranda and that Cavern Angel. If they come in, then I can switch back because Wolfer is out of the fight for this however long till he turns and comes back round. I can go back on him and start eyeing him again.
I could see like this. Josh was he was sweating quite a bit. He was just like, oh my god, I can't do anything. I got to range 1. And it was completely... We blew his mind because he was just like, oh, I can't use my TLT on you from Miranda. I was like, yeah, but you got a shield there, mate. You can spend the shield and have a 4 dice attack.
Yeah.
It was like, what are you talking about? Oh, you can spend the shield because you get an extra range bonus.
Right.
It gives you
Yeah.
2 extra dice.
1 for range 1, shield is 4.
He goes, yeah, but I don't want to be at range 1. I was like, you use your 4 dice.
You do, because you're
Shoot me at 4
heavy
dice.
legs in the cannery and me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's going, are you sure? It's up to you
Mate,
if you want to
even if
spend
it
the
don't
shield
work,
or
even
not.
if it don't work, you piss off and then you hit me with your TLT or whatever
Yeah.
he had on it, and he goes, and then you just regen your
He
shield.
wasn't getting to piss off, was he?
Oh, was he?
Because I was controlling him.
Oh,
I was behind
I
him.
forgot. Yeah.
He's going, I'm going 1, he's going 1, I'm going 1, he's going 1.
I was going to say actually, you just break Miranda at that point because she doesn't want to be at range 1 because you'll go, oh yeah, action! I'm going to whack you on that rock. You got to drive over that rock, so you're not getting any things. You're back at range 1, so all I'm going to do is reverse, tractor beam.
So
at
the end of that, he killed the quad jumpers, and Skirgs was still alive, giving all his ships, and they're all heading off the map. That was really good. From my point of view, it was really good.
God, yeah. For your point of view, for that guy, he's never played.
142, and then so I play Ian Davidson.
What?
Next game, he's got Corrin, Wes, and Fen, and I basically didn't have any tokens at all. I was just rolling dice.
I like that list. Corrin, Wes, and Fen.
Yeah, his Wes and Fen were at PS 10.
Ooh.
So he's going right. You can. I'll shoot you.
No tokens.
He had hot
Taking
shot.
tokens
Had
off.
hot shot on Fen as well. So he's like, I'll take that. I'll
So
shoot
it focuses off that guy. Wes is going to take the target lock off that guy,
Yeah, and then
Corrin's turn to come in and just smash her.
double tap or whatever. It was tasty.
It was. I like it. I like the
It was
idea of that. It's
tasty,
pretty cool.
but I just couldn't do anything to it.
No.
Anything.
Two
So,
agility,
but
2 agility, 3
he still only managed to kill 50 points on my list.
We were talking about this, weren't we? Them Skirgs, 10 hit points is just.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
solid.
quality. It is solid.
It's
You
like-
know I love my hit points in my list.
Yeah, I know.
You've got to work through that list.
You got to eat it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man. Especially when you're doing 1, maybe 2 damage. You're like, how many you got left? 8. Oh.
So after that,
Your list is
two,
10, 16, 26 hit points on 4 ships.
no, 30,
30, yes, 10, 10, 10 and
5, 5.
5, 5.
Yeah.
30 hit points on the 4 ships.
Yeah. And then so I play Lee Taylor. Lee Taylor's playing with his beanie winning list.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh
Did
my
you know I won
god.
the Beanie Regional?
I was like, oh my god, this is just going to be horrible for me. Because I haven't really got much, and he's got quite a lot of firepower there.
What's
So
he got there?
Nim, Lorik, and Ezra.
Ezra in the attack shot.
Yeah,
I love Ezra in the attack shot.
yeah. He's just dealing out stress. Right, so snapshot Ezra.
Oh, he's got the Shifa P, not the attack shot.
Yeah, sheath
Yeah,
depend.
shooty P.
Yeah, so he starts off. I start off in the middle. He starts off with Nim basically facing me, and I go 2 ways, split 2 ways. I go
I'm
right.
not
You're either going to go for that unit or you're going to go for that unit.
Yeah.
The little squad. So I had quad and a skirg, quad and a skirg. I hadn't really tried it out. It's all experimental. That's what I'm there for.
Yeah.
And he went, right, okay. So he came out, did a normal one, and then he went, I'm going to go that way after those 2 because his other 2 ships were on that side. So it sort of freed up the other 2 ships to move how they wanted.
Yeah.
So I came in hard with the Skirg because I knew it couldn't die
Yes.
in
yeah.
one shot.
Yeah.
And then he veered off to the left, took a bomb
Nice.
to clear that part of the map.
Yeah.
But he did 2 damage because he got Sabine. Did 2 damage to that Skirg.
Yeah.
And then by the time I engaged, that Skirg was engaging from an angle. So everything was at an angle when I first engaged. and then I managed to get Wolferoo on a rock.
Yeah.
I managed to get Nim Ions, and then on a rock, the same rock as Wolferoo. Sorry, not Wolferoo, Lowrick. And then it all went downhill from there.
And so you got.
I got them both on the same rock.
Oh my god. Okay. Cool.
Came in at different angles.
Yeah.
Played all the angles, and he was like, because he went when I was closed in like that, he went, I'm going to drop a bomb, and he went, I can't because I'm not revealing the dial because I'm ions. I went, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, that's cool. So I basically kept him on for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Stopped his bomb. Lowrick went off. He either went off or I finished him off with primaries before he went off my side of the board, and then I just escorted Nim along beside him.
Yeah.
And he was going,
Yeah.
He did have auto blaster turret, but can only really roll one
Right.
at any point. And he was kind of spreading it around.
Even auto blaster turret, if
It's still
you've
nasty.
got a fully health,
Still nasty.
Yeah, but you got a fully health ship. That's 5 perfect turns of him killing you. You've got 5 perfect turns of 2 forward, 1 forward from the movement template plus the thickness of the ship.
Yeah. And I think at one point he'd stressed all of my fleet with Ezra.
Yeah.
I tried shooting Ezra, but it weren't happening.
No.
So I was like, I'll leave him. I'll
Yeah.
kill the others.
Yeah.
Did that. And then I went after Ezra. It took ages to kill Ezra. I was like, oh, God, come on. Shout time, come on. And so I did beat him 100-0. And he was just like, wow, I really like that list.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It was really good. But it was like, it was a massive two control lists going at each other. It was quite hard.
Thing is with your list, you look at it and you can't instantly see a way of gaining the upper hand or destroying it quick enough that it's not going to hurt you badly. You know, so you get to that point where you're kind of like, I have to go nuts out and just go for it.
Really?
Yeah, literally try and put you off. Or I play as cautiously as I possibly can, try and keep the range. But how long can I keep the range with forward-facing ships? If you've got forward-facing ships, then you have to close. You cannot stay at that range free for too long. You know, unless you take the same list and out Skirgy and out Quad. You know what I mean?
But you nearly did that. Well, you did do that to me.
Yeah.
You played a control list the other night.
Yeah.
So Cloud City Radio on Cloud City Sentinels.
Cloud City Sentinels, our local club,
on a
Brian
Tuesday.
Toon runs the Road Menders tournament for us, which is the club in Northampton. It's a low turnout this one. There was only 6 players.
There was 6 before.
is
It's
it?
because of version 2, I think.
Is it everybody's just like not playing till now?
Certainly, the Milton Keynes players they're all playing version 2.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to start looking at that until after nationals.
As I say,
really.
I've still got my U-wing and stuff. The stuff from the Swords Renegades. I haven't even opened yet. But so you took that list.
Yeah.
I took B-wings and Hawk.
It's nasty. It's very nasty.
And it was what two blue squadron pilots with collision detector and tractor beams. A blue squadron with an ion cannon and fire control system, and Rourke Garnet with a TLT and Ray.
It's a real dick of a list.
Because
no, it's good. It's really good.
I played Dave Ponting, who had Shiranu Riyadh with Ken Kirk and all that kind of thing. But when you're shooting a tractor beam at PS12, he's like, oh wait, what? I'm like, yeah, so you're PS10. He's like, yeah, I get to shoot first. He's like, oh, okay. So he played a bit coy in that game. He kind of brought Shiranu
I'm not
through.
surprised.
And then he brought Riyadh round the top, and I think in the first engagement on the Decimator, I'd done 9. So it's TLT twice, and then the 3 dice shots.
It's
got 9 damage
horrible.
into it. Then, so he's at, what is he? He's only 16, so he had 7 left. So smashed into him again. He'd done a little bit of damage to a B-wing, took a couple of shields off, and then he had like 1 health left, but I'd PS zeroed him the first turn. So of course I was just smashing into him, and then he was like, right, okay, I'm going to move. But because he was so close to my guys, the range one, the second engagement, they were range one. So I'd got him down to like one hull point, but he was PS zero. So he was either going to hit me, and it was only one guy that he could hit, or he was going to have to sort of jump over me and try and, you know, sort of shoot me from afar with one hull point. Well, I've got a TLT.
Yeah.
So, you know, the TLT concentrated on Decimator, and then the other three went after Riyadh. And it was literally like bump him with one, tractor beam him with the second one, ion cannon with the third one. And it was like, wait, so I've got no tokens, no, and you've just tractor beamed me, yeah. Are you going to barrel roll me? Yeah, I'll put you on that rock. Then I'm going to iron you, so you have to drive back through that rock. Okay,
It's good, isn't it?
It's just stupidly good. And I was like, the only problem with my list is it's front arc, and we found that out, didn't we?
Yeah.
But second game, so who did you play your first game?
My first game against Rastatouille.
Rastatouille. We've got our own Rasta.
Yeah. He's not as good. He's the sequel.
He's the Generation 2. He's the clone.
So he's flying Fen, Talonbane, and Constable Zuvio.
Constable.
PS9.
Constable Zuvio.
So all at PS9. And I was like, I'm coming to a tournament and I'm facing a quad jumper with my quad jumpers. I was like, what's going on? What's going on there? I said to him after the game, I goes, his main mistake, he didn't really make any mistakes token wise or position wise or anything like that. The problem he did was he went too fast with two of his ships, and Zuvio was left behind.
Yeah.
So he couldn't engage them all at the same time.
I had that in art because I played
So
in the
like
next game.
he came in with Fen, and I went, oh, all right then. I went, I'll take what he's offering.
Yeah.
I took his 3 damage, and then I put him on a rock the next turn, and he went, and that was it for Fen.
Yeah.
Fen went pop.
Fen
After
hates rocks.
Yeah, Fen went pop, and then Talonbane came in. I managed to ion Fen onto the rock, and I ion Talonbane at the same time in the same turn,
Wow.
which was pretty awesome.
That is pretty legit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted 5 dice? No, you're not having it.
So yeah, and he ended up bumping, and then in the same turn, in the turn after, I then put Zuvio on a rock,
Yeah.
and he's like, he was like, I'm not going to get to do what I want to do. I was like, no,
you just
I'm not
kill
gonna.
someone's ambition. They think, I've built this list, I'm going to do pretty
But
well.
it's the
today."
perfect answer to all that high PS.
Yeah, and
You
high
go-
damage.
You go, well,
if you don't
I
get
can
to
just
shoot-
move. I don't need to roll for my abilities. I just do it.
Yeah.
I just have to be at range 1.
Yeah.
And most people, because they're not faced quad jumpers before, go, what's that space tug do? And you then read the card and go, all right, so it's range 1. You're like, yeah, it's range 1 and in arc. And they go, oh, all right then, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Thinking that your quad jumpers are going to be racing ahead of
Then you
everything else.
reverse.
It's good fun.
Yeah, real good fun. That
It's
is.
good fun.
Yeah, real great fun.
So in the end, I done Rastatouille, killed one of my quad jumpers. I was most upset.
I beat Shirinu
100 to 21.
Yeah, I beat Shirinu Riyadh 100-0 with B wings.
So then your second
Then
game,
I played Rastatouille,
yeah.
and
Did he do the same?
he
Was a bit
tried-
more careful.
he
with
was
his,
very
with his
careful.
engage.
Yeah, but he got Fen, and he was like, "Yeah, that should be out." And I went, "Cool." We measured. Range 3 of both tractor beams. I was like, legit. Rock makes it 12 and puts you on a rock. So I shot, I got 3, he rolled and got 3 blanks. And he was like, oh, auto front. Oh, right. Okay, am I on? I'm tractored. And I went, yeah, on the rock.
He's not the luckiest
Nah.
dice roller.
No. So I was like, on the rock. And so I positioned him back so he had to fly through the rock next turn.
Yeah.
So then he flies into the jaws, didn't he? Gets 5 dice, no actions. So 5 dice, range 1. Bosh! I went, oh, what's that? 1 hit. Oh, my B-wing evaded. Woohoo! And then I was like, bosh, 4 dice. Smashed him. And I was like, I think I left him on. I got it through. And he'd rolled something, and then he'd got like one hole left. And he went, well, Fenn's dead next turn, and I went, yeah, I might eye on him just to rub salt in the wound. You know what I mean? Hit you with an ion, 1 damage, and then Talonbane was like, he come right down the table with Talonbane, come in, and Constable Zuvio was coming in the top, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm not really worried about Zuvio. It sounds bad, but because of the bombs and all that, I'm not really worried about Zuvio. So whatever. Talonbane comes in.
You've got a lot of hull on your ships as well.
So I'm not really bothered. Not really bothered about him. Even if I go over bombs and all that sort of thing, which I think he did drop a bomb on me, and I think I rolled a hit and a focus.
I mean, he was cloaking with Zuvio as well, weren't he? He was cloaking him and relying on not rolling a focus.
Yeah,
which never works.
No, and that's the thing with it. It broke the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like he went, that's great.
He had Cad Bane on Zuvio as well, didn't he? Not.
So I rolled a hit and a focus. He said re-rolled a focus, got a blank, and that was the only bomb he dropped.
Yeah.
And then because Talonbane had come in underneath my fleet. I'd kind of telegraphed it, and I'd done a bank move beforehand, so it put me in a position where a bank, like a green bank, would sort me out, kind of thing. And just for some reason it was just like, okay, Fenn's dead, okay, Talonbane's dead, okay, I've got Zuvio, who's cloaked, right, okay, cloak's broken, okay, so I've got Zuvio, and literally just melted him slowly. You know, PS12, tractor beam, reduce your agility, next two are going to shoot at you, and he just died. And 100 nil Atlas as well. So I was like,
nasty man,
200 nils with B-wings and a hawk. Wow.
So I played Rob Cheshire, game 2. He's playing Han and Luke. So standard Han build. He's got 3PO on there. He's got R2.
Expertise on both.
Yeah, expertise on both. He's got Luke has got R2 in there. As well. Yeah. So I'm thinking.
So we're describing him to him before the game. Mate, if you're Ion, you don't get R2D2. And he's like, wait, what? Because it's a white manoeuvre. Ah, right, yeah.
And if you're 0 agility, you won't get 3PO.
Yeah.
And he's like, right, okay.
You can see it thinking, well, why would I be, like, well, because of tractor beam, and reduce your agility. And you don't get any green dice, so you can't guess what the green dice is. Right, yeah, gotcha, yeah. And it was like...
So we told him all of that. And he flew straight into my jaws.
I did it, didn't I? The store champs. We're talking Ray's horrible in the front, and she's got Zeb, and don't crash into the front of her, don't crash in, and park all 4 of my ships in the front of her.
So he goes straight in. I almost had Han off the table, but then primaried. He got down to 4 shields, 4 hull, and I primaried at range 1. Bang, dead. Yeah. 0 agility, 4 dice, bang, dead. And then Luke was limping round. And I still had all 4 ships.
Yeah, you cornered him like he was a poor old boy. And then, of course, you iron him and he's pointing away from all your guys. And it's like, you're never coming back, mate. So, you know.
So, mullered him 100 nil.
100 nil. But, I mean, don't knock him for... I mean, Rob did win 2 of his games that night.
Pretty much 3 of my ships were down below half health.
And he was saying, when in version 2, he would have got a whacking great MOV out of it.
35 points.
Yeah. So even without killing a ship, he's got a good MOV to take on to the next round and try and because he did win 2 of his games out of the 3.
Yeah.
So,
and then your last game,
it's against
my last game.
Yeah. So
both control lists versus each other.
But we were talking, weren't we, straight away? I was like, you were like, oh well, I'll just do this and I'll just do that, and I was looking at your list and I was going, I have no idea, because I don't want to be close and I don't want to be far and I don't want to be here and I don't want to be there, and then.
I messed it up.
You messed it up, yeah.
I messed it up. I put my own ship in a stupid place.
Well, look, I not called you bluff, but I think we'd out duped each other.
Yeah.
You were coming down from your side of the board. It was your right hand, and I was on my right hand, and I turned left straight away and come across the bottom. Now, what I thought was, you're not gonna want the engage in the corner. You're gonna want me in the rocks. But if you had the engage in the corner, because I'm such a low agility, you're just going to walk me off. And I was like, no, I'd rather have the rocks, because I've got collision detector and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I bought debris. You'd bought a couple of debris and an asteroid.
No, 3 rocks.
Who had the debris?
That's my defence, not getting shot.
Yeah.
By
So, of
sticking
course-
you on a rock.
So of course, you're pilot skill 1, I'm pilot skill 2.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, pilot skill 12, pointless in this game. But it did mean that I got to shoot the tractor beam before the TLT to make the TLT really hurt.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Because I sort of pointed it out at the start. I goes, there's something wonky in your list.
yeah,
You really want to have that tractor beam shooting before that? And you went, yeah, I'll make it 12.
make it 12.
I went, that's right.
Yeah.
That works really well.
So I took one of your Skirgs off in the first.
Yeah, first lot of shooting. It was crazy. No, second lot of shooting because you put me on a rock, so
That's
I couldn't
right.
shoot.
Yeah, I put you on a rock so you couldn't shoot me because you were the only one in range. That was the only one in range. Wasn't
Yeah, and you barrel rolled it closer,
Yeah.
so that the
Barrel rolled it closer,
so
so
that
that
Rourke could TLT it.
it? Yeah, and then the next game finished it. Then
So I was like, at that point, I was like, oh my god, this game's already over.
yeah,
I've lost.
it was.
I've lost that. I've got 20 left on the board against your nearly 30 hull as well.
So my tractor beams are forward facing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you reverse. I just watch you go by. I'm like, oh, where's he gone? Shit. I
Yeah,
can't
so
see him.
so we had our own little dogfight on that side. One quad jumper versus a B wing,
Versus a beaming.
and you had.
just
Did you have
couldn't get
tractor?
back on.
You had tractor beam in that one.
That was a tractor beam one, yeah.
So like you had that one against my quad jumper.
Yeah.
And,
Then
like-
I had the B wing up in the top. From my point of view,
and
top left
your
corner.
my quad jumper was in front of your B wing,
Yeah.
but I reversed, didn't I?
Reversed.
And then your
Prime. Did they have prime thrusters?
pattern
Oh, no, that
pattern analyzer.
Pattern analyzer. So you reversed, then barrel rode. So I didn't even bump you. I just went straight past. Like,
And then I just started shooting you, and you were like, "Oh!"
oh, well
And
that's
you
him
couldn't
off
get
then.
you couldn't get around, and then I was just tractor beaming you
This is the
nearer
thing.
and nearer the board edge.
Yeah, this is the thing. If I would have been able to, like version 2, my list becomes more scary because I could one hard talon roll.
Yeah,
So I could literally flip on you
yeah.
and shoot you.
If you
But-
weren't stressed,
If I weren't stressed, and I was stressed, I didn't give a shit. I was like, I don't care.
I was
I'm gonna
like,
fly through.
I'll keep you at range 2,
Yeah,
and
and tactician.
stay behind you.
Stay behind me.
I'll tractor beam you and
Barrel
put
roll
stress
me
on
too
you.
hard. Barrel roll me too hard. Barrel roll me too hard, and you were always just outside of my arc, just to keep me in that corner.
Just
My
chipping
team-
away at you. Just chink, chink,
How many
chink,
shots
chink.
TLT? Like, and I said, didn't I? I forgot to put got damage sensor array.
Yeah.
Did I get- I got damage sensor array, and I was like, shit, can't do actions. So I've got four focus stacked up on Ray. I'm sorted. Get to the thing, I'm like, oh, didn't use a Ray focus, and I've put three focuses, one hit, 2 focuses.
I put you on a rock 3 times
Yeah.
in that match.
Yeah.
That hawk.
That hook,
I
yeah.
only took 1 damage.
Until one.
Oh.
But then
And I walked a B wing off near enough.
walked to beaming
With
off
the
just to
other
the
skirt.
point and then killed it.
Yeah,
You shot
but
it in
I
the
had a
last
B
minute.
wing behind me, putting
Yeah.
iron on me. So I was
Yeah.
ironing your B wing.
You were ironing me
ironing
and I was ironing you. So I had to iron, and then I didn't hear when he said time's called.
Yeah.
So I ironed you again, and you went, "Why don't you just kill me?" And I'm like, "Well, just
Well, what's
because I
that
have
for
to
then?"
iron you. Because if you turn 2 here," he goes, "It's the end of the game." And I was like, "Wait, what? Did he say end of the game?" He goes, "Yeah, he called out time."
yeah,
And I was like,
really loudly.
I was so in what I was doing, I did not hear him. Whatever he said, I did not hear him. I was just like, yeah, you know.
It was such a cool game, but
was
you
wicked.
had me. I made a very bad mistake at the start.
But then you
killed.
almost brought it back, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose this game, Nick. You know, because that B wing cannot get on that, and my TLT's firing blanks, and you're gonna take that B wing off the table with you because it had 3 or 4 stress at that point. The iron one, didn't it? 'Cause it
Yeah.
had fire control. It
Yeah,
didn't care, but. And I was like, because I can't do any like 1 hards, or if you get me close enough, my 2 hard takes me off. I'm off. I'm thinking, shit, I've got to be really careful here. But yeah, it was.
So, but we're only playing hour-long games, aren't we?
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
only
an hour and a
hour-long games.
quarter.
Yeah.
So you ended up winning that 50 points to 23.
Yeah. You took out one of the blues, the one with the tractor beam, and
Yeah, and you took out a quad and a Skirg.
But
It's a really good game, man.
it was
Really
a
good game.
hard fought game. That
Yeah.
was, and it was like it was a bit of to and fro in there because it seemed all doom and gloom at the beginning, and I was thinking, I'm sure I've not done this right because I shouldn't be up now. I should be in real danger because I'm right in the middle of the rocks. I should just be pinging around like a pinball. And then I was like, no, I've got one. I've took one out. But then I was thinking, it's not them I've got to worry about because the one forward I can cope with.
Yeah.
You know, because you can only ion one ship at a time. it's as long as I've got something firing at you. It's the tractor beam that's the bastard, because you'll barrel roll me onto rocks or reduce my agility. So anything you are doing is really hurting. But also, I'm not firing back. I'm not doing anything back to you. And I was thinking, I've done the wrong thing here. I've shot the wrong. I should have just concentrated on the quad jumpers, got rid of them, and then just dealt with the ions. I'm thinking, you know, when you second guess yourself, you think, oh no, I've done this wrong. But then when you take one out, you think, right, now I'll concentrate on the quads. I'm glad I didn't, because I'd have done nothing. You'd have had 4 ships up against just taking one out. Because I'm glad I took out, you know, the Skurg at least, because I was like, you look back at it and you think, so I wouldn't have been able to.
You were doing heavy amounts of damage.
Oh yeah,
you were getting 3. You were going 3,
Yeah.
reroll 3,
Yeah.
3, but still only killed
It
2
was
ships.
literally just when it was just arc tracted. It wasn't even I'll use my focus or because I was stressed. Tactician and all that, you were just piling it on.
It was a really good game though, because it did flip, it did swing.
Yeah.
Those games where it just swings.
I mean,
It
I
was
had
just
4,
like, oh.
I had 4 ships all the way up. The other Skurg was heavily damaged. The one of the quad jumpers was heavily damaged, and then one of them had took a bit of damage. And I had like a fully elf B-wing, fully elf hawk, a couple of shields off of B-wing, and the other one was getting walked off the board. And I was like, pretty good here. And then all of a sudden I'm like, right, that one's got 1 hull, that one's got 2 hull. My hawk's on 3 hull. I'm like, wait, did I just brush my belly across the table and knock all my shields off? What's going on? But one of them was still fully elf. Which one was it?
The one that was following the Skurg.
The iron one.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah,
must
it
have
was.
took a few shields because you ironed me with the iron cannon. Yeah, it must have took 2 or 3 shields.
Oh well, yeah, a couple.
Must have done. But yeah, it was just like,
It was cool. That little battle with the B-wing and the quad jumper
yeah,
was just so cool.
that was so.
It was
that
like you had it, and then I reversed it, and then you was in front of me, and it was like, hey,
the thing
what?
was,
How did you do that?
we could never actually do anything to each other, apart from when you did finally get me in arc to shoot at me. And it was like, because you were barrel rolling me, I was hard 2-ing, barrel rolling, hard 2-ing, barrel rolling, hard 2-ing, barrel rolling, hard 2-ing. I was never shooting you, but you were like rolling, you were like, oh, hitting the thing, and I was like, evade. But I think that B-wing was down to about 2 hull by the end of that.
Yeah,
by the
that
end of
quad
the game.
jumper very nearly done.
And that was a full
B-wing.
health B-wing
Yeah.
that started chasing that
Yeah.
freaking quad jumper.
It's just going one. It's so good.
Yeah, it was a good game. So in the end, I took the little tournament down. My MOV was 527 out of 600. It's just
Well, mine was 452.
yeah, it's
Well,
bonkers, isn't it?
too bad.
Considering how low the agility is on our ships, and we were still there at the end of
Yeah,
it.
but yeah, it's not that. It's you're going 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. And you're like, oh,
Just
right.
squeaking little bits through.
Yeah, you're going, oh crikey, I
Yeah.
really need this.
Yeah,
So,
but
there
it
we
was
go.
a great event. If you're ever in Northampton and you think, oh, I'm going to go to one of these events, you know, just give us a shout, man. We should be able to sort something out. It's good. We've got a couple of questions on the live stream. Have you got any good lists for version 2 so far?
Yeah.
Go on then.
What, Wedge Stain?
No,
and-
the Wedge Stain,
Wedge
yeah,
Stain
yeah.
and Wild Fringer.
I did hear one on another podcast, and it was like something like Arvel with intimidation, Dutch, and then a couple of X-Wings or an X-Wing and something else, and it was like you can fit all those 4 named pilots into a list. Minimal upgrades. I think you get about 18 points left at the end
But
of it.
I think that's the thing with version 2. It's not about the upgrades.
No.
It's more about
Well,
the
they've
ships.
minimised them completely, haven't they?
Yeah. So
My
you're not
one
getting
was,
a lot of
my one was
fire control is totally worth it still though.
oh god, yeah. My one was the Scum Lando Falcon. Yeah,
In the previous
yeah.
log, the vlog.
Yeah.
What are we calling these?
In the video. Oh God knows. In the video for the ship, the Cloud City Garage, which is the ones where we talk about the ship chassis and the pilots and all that. I was like, right, so you can have Lando, right? You can have Trickshot on him. You can have Chewie crew, Kira crew. You can have
Is
autopilot.
Kira crew actually worth it?
The one with the so you lock a
A
roid
roid.
and then you just ignore it. it's worth it that one turn, isn't it? When you're getting someone ions you and they do 4 damage and you're like, well, 1 damage and 3 ions, you're like, yeah, that rock might be a problem. I'm glad I target locked it. But like with that autopilot drone, it's just 12 points just to give you the old phone. And it's still, when you've added all that on, it's still cheaper than the base price of a Rebel Lando Falcon. You know, it's just the mind boggles how they thought.
Because it's only two attack dice to start with.
Yeah, but if you get something else in your list, like a stress mechanic in your list, he gets an extra dice, Lando. Then you trick shot, so you get any roids or debris clouds or anything like that you can drop down in front. He's getting an extra dice for that. So you turned him into like a YT 2400. You know, turn him into an outrider.
But if you're ignoring that rock,
if
you're shooting through, you ain't getting trick shot.
No, you're ignoring the rock for your movement.
Is it for the movement?
Yeah, I believe
it just says ignore the rock. So you ignore that.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't do it then, would you? Trick shot. Trick shot. But trick shot is because he's got the bow tie up. Trick shot would literally work.
The bow tie.
Yeah, it's a bow tie.
It's like Cincinnati bow tie. Is that what we're talking about?
Front and back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you've got left and right bow tie.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, bow tie up.
I thought you were doing the Deuce.
That's what the Americans call it.
I thought you were doing the Deuce Bigelow sort of thing.
Yeah.
Won't go there. Boston pancake.
We won't go there, but I'm going to say it anyway. So the Lando Falcon, and then putting it with something like, you know, a good fire spray. You know,
they're all good.
They're all good fire spray.
All the fire sprays are good.
All legit. Or even something like I put it with Fenral and Constable Zuvio, I think. Yeah, like built something like that. But then when it comes to Rebels, my list is viable in Rebels. My three B wings and Raw.
You just go 4. You just go 4 Falcons.
4
Falcons.
You can build 4. I come to that epiphany at the end of the show. I was looking at the points. I was looking at the screen. I was like, you can have 4.
You just look at it. You just look at it and go, they're all below 50 points. I can have 4.
I can have 4 with crew
and upgrades. Yeah, it's legit.
You got to buy 4.
Trick shot on all of them.
I've got to buy 4 because you can fit 4.
You don't need it. You've already got 2. Heroes of Resistance and the original one.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because that front bit does come off, don't it? Does detach. Yeah. Wait till you see the remake of the Ghost. They've got to do a detachable thing out of that, haven't they? If they're doing it with this Falcon.
Well, how long is it going to take to do all the ships again?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because what was
they're going to have to do all the ships again. Yeah. But how long is that going to take?
Yeah.
Years.
Well, we've been.
And then we'll be in version 3 by that time.
Yeah, go.
And then go.
We'll be like,
I need to change all the ships again.
Oh, okay. I've got one more kidney left. Okay. Carl says he loves playing us guys because it always forced him to build and understand lists better.
Carl? Who's Carl?
Carl Downing.
Oh, right, okay.
We always, I mean, I always look for an idea and try and build towards that idea, like something that I want to do. And because you were doing so well with tractor beams and I thought, what can I do to steal that list but not steal that list?
No, but it's good. But the only way I came to it, I was like, well, all the stuff I keep building doesn't seem to be doing that well. So I went back a year to when the Skurgs came out.
Yeah.
To what I was flying. I was flying Sync Turret Deadeye Skurgs. So I could just use that focus or target lock to shoot out of arc and use the turret.
Yeah.
But like, I went, well, I need to change it up because that still didn't cut it. And that was against Paratani. And I was like, well, that was a pretty strong list at the time, and I did all right against that list with those. So I went, well, I'll try the ion turrets because I don't have to have a focus or a target lock. Yeah, I can just fire them.
I mean, if you think about it, it does come a lot when it comes to. I mean, ion was never really sort of a thing, and then.
But then you go to with what Sim did. Yeah, and then you see. I sort of went, well, I'm going to try 3 of them.
With a bit of practice. Ion can be devastating when you're just taking the game away from you. It's not a negative play experience in that respect. It can be, but if you're flying so well, like with forward-facing ion cannons and things like that, that you're having to do your play the way that it's not expected from like ion turrets or ion this or ion that. It was never a sort of easy fix. And when you watch his games, he works bloody hard to make those forward-facing sort of things work, and like ion bombs and things. like that. So it was never really a fashionable upgrade.
No.
And then
but
you look
it was
at
overpriced as a turret as well.
Yeah, I mean 5 points
when you
for
look,
a turret, and you look at TLT 6.
And it does 1 damage.
Yeah, and
Like,
TLT 6 and is pretty much...
When I felt... So, the problem I had was when I first started playing it, you coming up against TLTs, they're always at range 3.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, I'm not getting a shot, and I'm getting shot. This is doing my head in.
He's doing 2, I'm doing 1.
But, so I couldn't go with all 3. I needed to change it out. So I just took 1 out, and I went, what can I put in instead? And I went, if I've got ion that controls, I can put tractor beam. I always really like tractor beam. I always have it on Boba Fett or a fire spray because it was just a 1 point upgrade.
Yeah.
And it was devastating. It's game changing.
Crackbots with a tractor beam and one with a mango, one with a heavy laser, and you got tractor beam on both. That's pretty legit.
Yeah. So and then from there it was a case of I've got that. I can put 8 points of upgrades across the 2 ships, because originally the Lock Revenant, I had Lock Revenants, but PS3. But then at PS1 I can interchange all my moves.
Yeah, so you're not bumping so much. And,
and you've taken that PS War to pieces.
Yeah.
But with the tractor, with the quad jumpers, because you don't have to roll for it.
Yeah.
Because my dice are pretty naff.
Yeah.
At the best of times, because you ain't got to roll for that tractor beam. Yeah. It was just the skill of getting in the right place at the right time. If you could fly well, which I could do, and get in the right place at the right time to make it effective, don't have to roll for it, but it's devastating for your opponent to go, I'm moving you over there, and you go, if you can predict how they're going to move, you put them on a rock with their move, and they go,
Because it also, this is what we said when it comes down to the agility thing, didn't it? It was like, I don't mind, because if you're not shooting at me, my agility could be 12. It could be minus. It doesn't matter. You're not shooting at me. I'm putting you on that rock. I'm shooting you, but you're not getting return fire.
But again, if you then put them on the rock and they're ioned for the next turn, you know exactly where they're going to be. So you can go, well, you're only shooting out the front, so I'll just go alongside you.
I'll just barrel roll, or I'll just do something
I
else.
can manoeuvre, so I'm going to ion you again.
Yeah.
And just
walk you away.
Yeah. And if it's a small base ship that's like Miranda, she don't stand a chance.
Nah. 1 agility.
Even with all her shields.
You're not doing any damage. I don't need to, mate. If I walk you off fully health, it's even funnier.
You know, watching Sim at Worlds, he's cut games. He was just like, I'll tractor beam you forward, I'll eye on you. So next turn you're going duk duk duk. You're going forward 3 every turn towards the edge.
It's the inevitable though.
Yeah.
You're looking at it thinking,
all I've got to do is survive the damage coming out of that ship if I'm getting shot.
Yeah, I'm like, there's 50 odd points just flying off the table.
Yeah, so I was like, I've got tractor beams, I've got ion. I then went, I'm going to try out tactician, because I played Tim Marston at the last one, and he went, oh man, that list is awesome. You should have tacticians on those.
Just to make it even scarier, because you're never getting rid of that stress.
Because the quads, if they've shot with tactician, you've barrel rolled them out of the way, they don't get to shoot. So you make them a threat at range 1 and at range 2. Yeah. And it's like, and then.
So I'm saying to you, man, when you look at that list, I mean, that list is still strong. It will still be strong in version 2.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's even worse.
It's ridiculous.
So because you don't have to roll for yours. Yours are just built in, and you kind of like looking at it thinking, right, okay. Whereas with my list, I had to have a range engagement first. I had to judge that properly. Then I had to hope that I had positional advantage where I could then do what I need to do, hence the PS12. Because if I came up against Inquisitor or Vader at PS11, that's what my main thing was. Because I was thinking, if I go to this tournament and someone just tries to alpha strike me, I need to sort of, because I'm B-wings. If they try and alpha strike me, they could kill one each turn. So I need to have something where I negate part of what they're trying to do. So fire a tractor beam. I've still got to roll the hits and they've still got a miss.
I'd have really liked to have seen you play in Russell.
Oh, all the TIE
He had
fighters.
Echo and four
Yeah,
TIE
Echo and the
fighters.
Bunny
He
Man.
had
Yeah,
Echo with Hell Runner and 3 PS1 TIEs. I'd have liked to have seen that,
I
just to
wouldn't
see
have
if
been
you'd
able
have got anything on
Do you know
there.
what? To be fair, with that, I think I'd have gone raw damage rather than tractor beam. I think the only way I'd have tractor beamed is if I could have got the Phantom at PS12 before recloaking and all that, because then I would have been able to sort of like, you know, tractor beam it down. Because is it double? It's double your thing, in it. So it would have gone down to 1 and then back up to 2, or is it just add 2?
Adds 2.
With the advanced cloak.
Yeah.
It's not so good, is it? Yeah.
Would have been
It
interesting.
would have been really. Oh, that would have been a hard game.
Mm.
But I think what I would have gone with raw damage, just B-wings duking it out with TIE fighters, because they shoot me with 2, I'm shooting back with 3. We get a range 1, they're 3, I'm 4.
But I mean, Rourke could have put you up to put one of your ships up to PS12 and
Shot Howlrunner.
shot Echo before he has a chance to cloak, and then
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
So shot him with a tractor beam and either put him on a rock or just reduce his agility. So then he's agility 3, and then I'm shooting 3 dice at 3 dice, and I've got a bit more of a chance of actually putting in damage. And at that point, then, you know, it's only 4 hit points, so I've got to squeeze 4 through eventually, and I'm TLT in 2 of those. So potential there for damage. But then the trying to hit TIE fighters with tractor beams and ions.
yeah, that's cool. Any more?
I think
Any
you've got
more,
right. So you've got
questions?
Are there any lists you're going to miss?
No. No, because most of them are coming back in some form or another.
I am.
Alpha Strikes are still there.
I'm not going to miss that. Not
Ghost,
going to miss the one at the moment. Like when you get that, I'm not going to miss like Ghost Fen. I'm not going to miss triple jumps in the form that they were. I'm glad that they're back with a limited capacity. I really am glad they're back, because you should. I never agreed that
very
they
hard
should.
to fly in the new one because
Yeah.
they've really been gimped.
Well, the dial's been smashed.
Yeah.
It's proper broke in a bad way. But you've got like
We've still got two torpedoes on each one.
one. They only got one
2.
slot, haven't they?
You get 2 uses
But no.
from ordnance.
Oh, of course you do. Yeah. But you've got no Astromechs and that. So yeah, I'm glad they're back in some form of being viable again, because I used to love playing. I in tournaments I'd never lost against triple jumps, and that was five Crack Swarm, Paratani. What else did I play one with? And the Brobots against Chris Murdoch when the jumps first came out.
Yeah.
And just murdered him. It was good. Murdered Murdoch.
Was that at the region?
No, that was at Store Champs.
I was gonna
They were in
say.
Northampton.
Wow.
But they were the only times I played them in a tournament form, and I'd not lost against.
The only list I've really had a problem with is Ghost Fen. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, when it's a negative play experience to the point where you may as well not take part.
I'm watching the Nimranda thing
Yeah.
at Cardiff before they gimped
Yeah,
that.
that was
was
stupid.
ridiculous. I was there. I didn't play it on that day,
Oh.
but it was just like, oh, everybody in the cut's got that. It's set for Ben Lee,
Yeah.
and I was just like, well, I want Ben Lee.
Yeah, well, Ben Lee to win, yeah. I've never really taken something which is proper cross faction. You know, if I've played Empire, I've played Empire. The only no, because even when I tried that Kylo quick draw and Omega Leader, no backdraft quick draw Omega Leader. It was Omega Leader and 2 TIE SFs, quick draw and backdraft Omega Leader. I've never flown Decimator with an ace. It was always Decimator with something else. It was Lander Shuttle and Imperial Aces. So I never had a cross there. When it came to Rebels, it was either Galactic, so it was 4 Y-Wings, 5 Y-Wings, Wookiees,
B-Wings,
X-Wings,
Hawks.
B-Wings and Hawks.
Yeah.
But I never put Poe This is what I did miss out on though, because I did build a list. It was Wes, Wedge, and Poe, and it was the
Miranda Ghost.
yeah that works though, doesn't it? Galactic Civil War. Yeah, Miranda Ghost works, and then Scum. All of the lists that I played with Scum still stay the same. You know, so when it comes to the cross faction stuff, I don't think I ever did cross faction. Ray Poe. Oh yeah, Poe Dash Poe. Did I ever play Dash Poe?
I don't think so.
No,
I didn't think you did.
No,
You were
no, I Dash Miranda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did Dash Miranda. But yeah, I never cross faction, so I'm not actually going to miss any. My hobby still stays the same. I don't.
Yeah, and mine stays the same as well.
Because I never
I'm
crossed.
not-
I never
yeah.
crossed the streams.
Yeah.
And then the last question: what is the best sandwich filling? Seafood.
No, it's
Seafood
egg.
cocktail.
It's egg and bacon or
Egg
fish
mayo.
fingers.
Fish fingers. Fish fingers is the. No, hang on, sausage sandwich. Sausage. Don't like a sausage sandwich.
Nah,
Bacon roll. No,
Bacon.
fish fingers still beats that.
you got egg and bacon or
Egg and bacon. Don't know.
there you go.
Undecisive. Everything else we know everything about, but
Yeah.
sandwich fillings, we're knackered.
So the other thing is, remember to get UKTC tickets.
Yeah, that's all. Well, God, how long are we now? 2 months?
Yeah, it's less than that. We're
Less
now
than
to like 6 weeks.
We did have a
7
question the
weeks.
other day. There was a guy posting saying, "Oh, I see you put lists on the day."
Yeah.
It is because 2.0 is so new at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, it's only going to be 3 weeks since launch date.
Yeah,
So if we ask for lists 2 weeks beforehand, then
You've
we're
got no
really
opportunity. You
gimping everybody's play
you
testing.
might go, okay, I'm going to have da 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 da, and then realise it's utter crap and none of it works.
Yeah,
together.
and you go, oh, I don't want to play
I
that.
don't want to come to
play
UKTC.
that.
'cause
And
I'm-
you're letting your other mates down.
Yeah.
So,
So lists on a day, it gives you a bit more time to play test and that kind of thing.
on one piece of paper for the team.
One piece of paper for the team, because then I can have it for the live stream,
Yeah.
and then we can basically just make sure that we've got people's lists and things like that.
But the earlier you get your team names in and paid for it, the more chance there is that you're going to get your team dog tags.
Your dog tags, yeah, the dog tags are amazing.
Yeah, I've got 2 on my keyring.
Have you? Mine are actually in my tackle
Ah,
box for the
keys.
mine are in my tackle box for my X-Wing. They're always in there, and my UKTC badges.
So I've got 2 years on here. So if you
One's
can see that,
completely- oh, I was
so
gonna say.
one's completely come off there.
Yeah.
So all the black has come off. So I inks the red in, and then I've got last year's. Oh no, it's 2017. There you go. That's me. I'm Scum. My judge one. So if you're listening on a podcast, not very good for you.
No,
But
but they're basically dog tags. They're basically acrylic
Yeah.
dog tags, and they look. They're amazing. And I've got my badges as well. All the way back, I've got my square green,
yeah,
and I've got my
that
round
square green one was quality.
round magnified, and then I got the round larger print. And I was like,
Square green one was expensive.
oh, was it really?
That's pricey. Yeah,
I think I've got like
getting
2 or
them
3
done.
of them. I might actually
Have
sell
you?
them.
You got more than I've got. I've only got one.
I've got one. Reese got one. Did I get another one? Trying to think now. I think I did.
No, pricey. The others we didn't go back. We did try and go back with them, and they messed us around.
Yeah.
So we ended up going with this other chap who's more reliable and can turn things around a bit quicker. So
You've also got
worked out.
Nerf Herder coming up
Yeah.
as well. Now Nerf Herder, I will be there playing.
we're both going to be there playing.
Yeah, and Mr. Toon and Mr. Ponting, they're going to be
Yeah.
there as well.
Cloud City Sentinels are going to be there.
Cloud City Sentinels.
First proper
That's going to
tournament
be the
with us
first
here.
proper outing is Cloud City Sentinels. But we've got plans in for a live stream. Myself and Docking Bay 94, which is the legend that is Nick Bond, his channel on YouTube. We're both doing. We're going to hopefully both have streams running. So it'll be Cloud City TV, Docking Bay 94, and then another channel which will host games. Warlord,
Yeah.
X-Wing Team, something like that.
Yeah.
But we'll have games. Hopefully, as
So,
many games as
so
we can.
then you'll have your table and people will come and play you, and you'll be mic'd up. And
Ooh, there's an
will you be
idea.
playing and commentating on your own game?
There's an idea. That might be an idea actually. If I ask Carl, see if Carl what Carl says. Yeah. That might be an idea actually. And
Or
do
just
the
get a
same with
mic.
Mr. Bond.
Just get a mic over the table so
Yeah.
you can hear both players talking.
Yeah, get Mr. Bond on that one. He might be up for that actually. That might be an idea.
Or maybe we take turns in going on that table to.
Yeah.
So get a bit of
That's probably
variation.
a better idea actually if we take turns because listening to me all day. I mean, I listen to myself all day and get pissed off. So, so what we'll so we've got that in the pipeline. The Patreon, guys. I'm gonna do it wrong, and I'm gonna point there and I'm gonna point there. The Patreon's there. I've got the all art cards. It's here somewhere. Where we don't know. But like we've got the old art cards. I've received them now. There we go. I was pointing in the right. I was pointing in the wrong. Right. Yeah. But we've got the old art cards.
Have you got to show them off?
Yes. Let me just grab them.
So he's going to grab them. So it's just going to be really good. We've got a lot of things planned,
Okay. Pass that
but
box.
because we just need to expand things. You've seen the live stream. Those of you that are online now and live. We've got the green screen, but we want to be able to do other things. We want to go around and do interviews and things like that. And we need to have lighting to go around at tournaments and things. And these cards are mint. Look at that. That's Fen Rao. Scum Rao. And then the back,
Fen Rao,
Cloud
Skull
City.
Leader. Now I'm gonna say Mr. Gundil did these for us,
Yeah.
and they're just amazing. And as you can see,
Is that my one?
yeah, that's yours.
Sweet.
There's a pack. There's a
I've got a
pack.
pack as well.
There's a pack.
So
Now,
you
I
support
think-
us on Patreon, you start getting
you
these.
start getting these. Now we will have one every quarter. Next one I want a hawk. I love hawks, so I want a hawk.
Was that a Rebel Hawk?
Carl Catan.
Carl
I
Catan.
might put an extra rule on where he gets force powers. But yeah,
These are gorgeous cards though.
so
really,
they're
really nice.
well manufactured. Mr. Brian actually put me onto where to get these done, and they are they're just beautiful.
Slick.
They're just beautiful bits of kit. So we've got those. We have got target locks in the pipeline. I'm waiting for some samples to come through. We've also got these. So with a couple of clicks, click, click, and click, click, you have a Cloud City dice tray. But
You can keep mice in it as well.
you
if
can keep
want.
mice in it, but they shit all over the place. So, or just a couple of clicks, and as I've been using it, it's back to a mouse pad. You've got those. They're going to go up. We're also going to have templates. 2.0 templates are going to be made. So they're going to be made up. You're going to have what else? So you've got the old cards. I'm looking at doing more tokens. There is a higher Patreon thing where you can get either a pair of trainers printed or a hoodie. Yeah. Even if you just want to support the show and throw us a quid, there is actually a thing just to say, here you go, there's £1. Well done. Thanks very much. And just supports us. Every little helps.
And we'll give you a name shout as well. You
Yeah.
start doing this. We'll give you a name shout.
One of our backers, I believe it's Mark Ryder. We've got to get him on the show at some point.
Yeah. That's good.
For part of his Patreon pledge. And depending on where he is, may even pay a visit or get him down here, depending on travel.
Or go to his local club.
Go to his local club, film some stuff, do some recording, and maybe play some games, whether it be, I don't care, Legion, Imperial Assault,
Yeah.
X-Wing, doesn't matter.
Because that's the thing with the live stream, with the camera work. We're not Cloud City TV is not going to be exclusively X-Wing. We're going to branch out and do a
Cloud
few
City
of the other
Radio
things.
will stay as X-Wing.
Yeah.
I've got there is some news about Cloud City Assault, but that's coming. We've also got so what we want to do with Cloud City TV is, if we fancy playing Legion and putting it on, we'll play Legion. If we fancy playing Imperial Assault, we'll play Imperial Assault. We'll put that one. You know, and
we're going to do store reviews as well.
yes.
So they're going to be coming up. We're going to be all sorts of little things,
if you see
gaming
a guy-
related
yeah,
things.
if you see a guy coming in, right, and he's got a little trilby and some dark glasses and he's sneaking around in the corner, it's possibly not just, it might be one of us. Not saying who it's going to be. We'll come around.
There
We'll
we
go. tell me to fuck off. But yeah, so Patreon, yeah, it's a big thing for us at the minute, which we're trying just to make stuff easier and better for us to afford. Obviously, going to tournaments, getting content, all costs money.
Yeah.
And if we can help
And it's the equipment mainly.
yeah, it is, because stuff breaks. My USB mic that we normally use for podcasting broke, so we had to use just a standard
It's the mic on the laptop
mic,
mic.
and then I've got all of the kit out this week to try and just make this a better situation. But
It looks good as well.
yeah, do you know what I mean? We've got lights, we've got the camera, we've got the green screen, we've
Got the
got
washing machine on the go.
washing machine on the go. We've got dogs walking past. They cost a lot of money. I've got one of these.
What is that?
I bashed my thumb earlier, or my finger earlier, with a hammer. Look at the size of it. It's gone black and everything. And obviously, you know, we support you as you support us. So we're providing sort of like alternate art stuff, you know, basically just like stuff to help you with your gaming, and in a selfish way, advertise us a bit more if you see something nice. Like the target locks. I don't know whether to spoil the target locks.
No,
we'll
do
just
it
leave
later,
We'll just
Dave.
leave it.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
We've
but-
banged on enough about that now.
That's it, yeah. And basically, that is it from us. So remember, fly casual, and may the force be with you.
Always.
So that's, guys, from the YouTube guys. So that will be the podcast. That's how we normally do the podcast and finish the podcast. I need to save that sort of stuff. Export as an MP3. So you see in all the little sort of
This is behind the scenes. This is
behind the
extra
scenes,
stuff.
This is extra content, yeah. I need a new folder.
Yeah, thank you for staying with us for what is very nearly 2 hours.
Yes.
It's only a couple of minutes shy.
I just think
On a Friday night, that's appreciated.
Ian has to do this all the time. He has to put up with me all the time.
And then I have to drive
And
home.
then you've got to drive home. I've got to pack all this crap away.
Just leave it up. Be fine. Nobody will notice.
There'll be fingerprints all over the place.
Yeah. So as well as this, the family have been very well behaved and kept very quiet.
Yeah, up to a point, up until Love Island comes on, and then they're playing that full blast, and
I thought that finished.
oh, God knows. Do you know what? They're both sitting there with headphones on. Because they don't want to make any noise. They've both got big headphones on. But yeah, so it is a labour of love doing this show. We enjoyed doing it. Seeing how the sausage sandwich is made. Exactly, see? Sausage sandwich. Who was it? Was it
No square sausage. Don't
Not
do
square.
No square sausage.
No square sausages round
it's
here,
not good.
because he dies a little bit inside
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay then, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and like we said in the podcast, remember, fly casual, and may the force be with you.
Always.